So, Binks, do you want to go ahead and do the recap of last week's Tomb of Annihilation session?
Oh, son of a bee. So last week we started off in Dungrunglung, setting up for the dinner, correct? I'm not thinking too far ahead.
Yep.
Yeah. Setting up the dinner where we were going to murder King Grok.
Mm-hmm.
Grok, yes. And there, because King Grok was going crazy and wanting to have us manifest a frog god out of thin air for him to who knows what with. Probably gross things. We did a little bit of trading in the in Dungrunglung. We got some grung booze. We got some poison. Victon told a story of some of our accomplishments in Cholt to the king right before his murder. Then we left. We took care of Bram, the player character that came back to kill Silver. We buried Silver. And then we started our trek further southeast to Kir Sabal. And I think that's where we left off.
Yep, you left off right as morning broke on your first night. And you said your goodbyes to Silver. And you're now on the road. So
we had a long rest. It's morning.
Yep. So long rest. Everybody's back to full HP. All spells are regained.
Okay.
And you're on the way.
So tonight I'll be playing. I'll be handling Vinny.
Vinny's handler.
Good. He is out for tonight.
Having sex.
Maybe. Who knows? Again, gross. Next. So it's morning time, right? We're
yeah.
I'll probably look over to.
Well, remember you had your dream as well, so you probably woke up with not a fun experience. Restless sleep.
So I'll kind of roll over and Vinny, what are you doing right now? Or not Vinny, Victon, sorry.
You talking to yourself?
Sorry. What am I doing? So we just woke up. So I'm probably just there, I don't know, eating maybe starting to prepare some breakfast, or at least pack my things up for the day. Yeah, packing my things up for the day after the night's rest.
Yeah, I'll kind of roll over in my sleeping bag and kind of look at Victon and want to ask him, Victon, do your kind of, the dragon people, do they have nightmares? Like while you're sleeping?
Yes. Yeah, we sure do. However, we're not all that unlike the other humanoid creatures in this land. We have nightmares about things that have happened, things that might happen, things we're afraid of, things we like disappearing on us. It's very common.
Yeah.
Did you not sleep well last night?
No, not at all. I'm trying to think of a time that I've had so many kind of nightmares. Just every single night, it seems like I'm just seeing faces of people that are no longer with us. Especially those that I've lost here since coming to Cholt. I don't know. I'd like to have a day or two where I'm not losing somebody I know, and then relive it as a nightmare.
Yeah, you've lost. I mean, we have all lost a lot of people, but I know you've in particular have lost, I would say, the most. And that can't be easy, but it's gonna be tough. But you'll be okay. I'm sure of it. You're a strong kid.
At this point, Vinny's gonna pop out of the bushes with a rabbit or just a small piece of game going off. Fucking hell, man. What are you guys whining for this morning? That's the best Vinny I got, so it's going to have to do
good.
for tonight.
That was good.
But I got some breakfast, and he's going to start filleting them and getting them all cleaned up and getting them ready.
Oh, God, I'm so hungry. Good idea.
Azaka, we just continue southeast?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been down here in a while, but I don't know, how much worse it's going to get than what we've seen. So what better than to just keep pushing on?
Okay. And out of character, we're heading to Kir Sabal, or are we heading to where Victon is meeting up with his... I can't remember his name. I have to look it up.
I need to go back a bit to find that one myself.
Durseth.
Durseth.
My understanding was you're heading to Kir Sabal.
Okay.
Yes. That was what we had kind of decided on.
But it's really up to you all. You could do whatever you want to do.
Well, I didn't know where we were at timeline-wise. Because we were at Camp Vengeance, or Camp Righteous, we had 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't feel like so far enough time has passed for that 2 weeks to.
Right.
So I think Kir Sabal, and then we'll do that, and then after that, depending on how long it takes to get there, it's whatever Bob has up his short sleeves.
Renault, have you ever been out this way, like Kir Sabal?
No, I've never. In fact, I hadn't really planned this far ahead. Where are you guys going?
Oh, fucking A. This guy. Well, we're heading to Kir Sabal. Heading to Kir Sabal, we're going to meet up with some bird folk. And then Victon here has got a showdown with one of his scaly friends. And then from there, who knows?
Well, it certainly sounds exciting. I'm ready to go back to Nyanzari whenever you are, though, and get some vengeance.
Yeah, I think a city is nice, even though it might be kind of weird heading back into Nyanzaru, but we got some stuff we need to take care of out here still.
Yeah, it should be an interesting thing.
Well,
so what's Kir Sabal and what does Victon have?
Well, Kir Sabal is, we think it's a city of bird-like people. We saved one of them up in Firefinger.
Era Kokra?
Yeah.
Or was it? No, that's the
race.
The species. He's Nefer. What's the name?
Yeah, so we have a contact there. Hopefully we can do some trading and kind of heal up, lick our wounds, and then Victon's got some stuff to take care of.
I was challenged by a member of my old clan for the right of leadership after our leader has passed, apparently.
Tell you he did.
And we don't turn down such challenges. Either fight and risk being killed or just be killed then and there. Clearly I chose to take him up on his battle.
Well, that certainly sounds exciting, so I think I'll join you guys if that's all right with you.
It's fine with me, We need numbers.
I think 2 out of the 3 of us are definitely okay with it.
Renault, you got to do one thing for me, though.
Yeah, what's that?
You can't die.
I mean, I don't intend to, but
Oh,
I have killed enough people to know that death happens. So,
all right. Okay. Well, I'll do my best to keep you alive, but it'd be nice if you could help out.
well, I like to think, tink, tink, tap on the armor, that's what this is for.
think it'll help. Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, are we ready? I'm kind of getting antsy to start the day.
Yeah, now that I got a full belly, I think I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Okay.
All right, so pack up and get moving.
Okay, so who is leading this adventure? Give me a marching order.
I'll go. I'll go first, I guess. Maybe with Azaka up front. I don't know where she's going to be.
She'll be wherever you want her to be.
Yeah, I think Victor and Azaka. We'll put Vinny and myself in the back. Renault right in front of me.
Okay.
So I think Vinny would be in the very back.
Yeah, he typically is near the back. All right, so Victor being in the lead, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, at a 2.
It's a 1.
Is it 1?
It's a crit fail. Yeah, okay. Well, so you guys are marching along. It's pretty heavy jungle. And after an hour or two, you get the feeling that you're no longer heading in the right direction. So Azaka kind of steers you back, and she's like, nope, this way. And so she gets you back on the right course. And after an hour or two, you feel like you just wasted a lot of time. But you're back on course. And so you don't get as far as you would like in a day, but you make it through the day without seeing much. You see a couple, jungle animals skirting around. You hear some of the monkeys crying in the treetops. But other than that, it's pretty quiet out here for some reason. And it's, late afternoon, sun's starting to set. You guys want to push forward, enter that first long rest?
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should just try to set up camp here. No sense in pushing it too hard. We're not in a super hurry.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. I know I kind of helped waste some time there, so probably a good idea that we take a breather.
Okay. Does this look like a safe place to kind of set up?
Give me a survival check.
Yeah. 20?
Yeah, so you're looking at the tracks, you're looking at the stuff that kind of passes in and out of here. You only see like small game, nothing that would scare you, no like human footprints, no large dinosaur footprints.
Yeah, I think this is a better place than any. We can just set up camp here. Except for those birds in the background.
Yeah, those birds are pretty noisy. But there's birds around. That tells us it might be fairly safe.
I'll volunteer to take the first 2 watches if you guys don't mind. I only need, the 4 hours, but
That's fine. I'll take the next watch after that.
Okay, so just for expedience sake, go ahead and give me 1 perception check, Binks, and 1 perception check, Victin.
16.
11.
Okay. Binks, you can... So in the first couple hours, it's kind of just turning into twilight. You see a smokestack a couple 100 feet away, 100 yards maybe. Doesn't look... It just kind of looks like this is just pillar of smoke. Very small. You can tell from the 16 that it's probably maybe another campfire. Maybe a stove or oven that comes through a chimney.
And is it like into the jungle?
Yeah, so it's about 100 yards to the east of you.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep my eye on the smoke. I imagine can my night vision pick up smoke like that?
Not really. Your night vision's 60 feet, so it doesn't pick up the smoke. It's just twilight enough.
Okay.
So it's not pure dark yet, but it's not light, so you can pick it up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go anywhere, but I am gonna kind of keep my eye in that direction, my eye and my ear, and just
Okay.
make sure I know where it's at all times, and kind of find a marker for that direction. So as it gets darker, I can kind of look that way,
Okay.
and not be lost.
Victon,
And I'd pass that information on.
I was going to
as I
say,
switch
being since
lights.
you passed the information on, Victon, you can't see it. Maybe it's dissipated or the night has fully fallen and you can't see as far out as that smoke was. But the night goes off without a hitch. No incidents, no issues. As you awake, Binks, you kind of instantly look back towards that area and nothing, and you turn your head back again as you're kind of packing up. You see smoke start to billow out of where you saw it previously.
So in the same spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll kind of, hey, Victon, that's what I was talking about over there. It looks like maybe a small campfire or a cooking fire, which I don't know. That could be good or bad.
Can we tell the color of the smoke? Is it like a whitish or a grayish?
Give me a general wisdom check.
Oh, wisdom check.
With a 10, and Binks, if you want, you're both kind of looking at it. I'll let you.
I was gonna say Vinny would pop in and go, oh, I'll think that's a campfire, and he's gonna give a 5 for Vinny. Yeah, that's a campfire.
You can tell it's not a campfire. You can tell it might be a chimney in a small hut. But that's about all you can tell. You can't tell like what's the fuel for the fire. You can't tell what exactly it's coming out of.
Okay.
Well, do we want to maybe check it out? I mean, it's not too far off the trail. Just kind of sneak up on it, see what we got.
Well,
Maybe.
yeah, I mean, we can get closer. I can use my divine sense to see if there's any evil afoot before we get too close.
I would like to point out I'm in heavy armor and I make noise just standing still.
All right, well, we can have you kind of stay back and Victon, are you in heavy armor too?
Chainmail.
Okay.
Clink, clink, clink.
Clinkety.
I
mean,
Victon.
I don't want to get too close without, I just want to get into visual range and see what we're working with here. I don't want to run up on it. You know what I mean?
Azaka's gonna kind of chime in and say, "Well, what if I and the boy just kind of go peek our heads? I mean, it's not too far, right? You said maybe a couple 100 feet.
Yeah, 100 yards ish.
You have those stones, right?
I do. That's true. Vinny, you got that stone. Yeah. So why don't you stay here with Renault and get to know each other? Azaka and I can go kind of check it out, and if it's all good, then I'll send you a message, and if not, we'll come back.
Just remember, it's one communication each direction, so be cautious of your use. Be
And
sure of what you're going to say.
Vinny will go, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll stay here, cook up some breakfast, and when you get back, we'll eat, and then we'll go.
Hold on 1 second. Our Twitch is hung. Our OBS is hung. There it is. Cleared up.
It's hung.
Cool. Yeah, it had your face just going. But now it
It's
looks.
Ah.
Yeah, that was really weird. Okay.
Devin, get out of here. He's chiming in on the chat. Nope. You're just buying booze. That's it. Giving me a shopping list. All right. So, you died already. Zaka and I, yeah, we'll kind of head up that way, I guess. Stealthily.
Okay, so give me a perception check.
Ooh, that's a 22. It's a crit if I get advantage because Zaka's with me.
You don't get advantage. She rolled as well. So as you kind of like crawl up and on this little hill that kind of looks down, you see this tiny mud hut. So it's like human size, but it's just a mud hut. And out of the top, you see a little chimney that has this smoke just billowing out of it.
Okay. Is it kind of like the same mud as Dungrunglung
No,
frog statue?
it's like the mud of the area around you.
Okay.
The top, so the outside is mud. The top is like thatch and just
Okay.
various like banana leaves that are trying to keep the water out.
And it's like a single person home or nothing huge.
Yep.
Do I see anybody outside? Any like any kind of tools or anything outside?
With a 22, looking into the home, you can see movement in there. It's got like very rudimentary windows that are just nothing in the side, so it's not like a pane of glass or anything. It's just a recess in the side. So you can see movement in there. You can't make out exactly what it is.
But one figure, multiple figures?
Just one figure. Yep.
Okay.
And it's very slow moving.
Zaka, it looks like just one person in there. I can't really make him out.
Well, I mean, if it's just one person, we could take him if we had to, right?
Well, maybe. I don't want to do that. That should be the last thing on our mind. But I mean, we can go talk to them.
Well, I mean, you're right. In maybe I've gotten a little mad since I've been in the jungles, and it's just been like this murder fest. Yeah, I mean, a little hospitality goes a long ways, right? Do you want to bring the others with us?
I mean, what's your gut telling you?
Well, I mean, I don't want to scare whatever it is, but I want backup if it's bad.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'll send for them, and then if we talk to this person in there, we'll tell them there's more of us. We'll be up front.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm gonna take out the little sending stone, kind of start rubbing it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Message to Vinny. All is clear.
You can reply to this message.
You can reply to this man. And Vinny will go. What will Vinny say? All right.
All
We're
right,
on our way.
mate.
All right, mate.
Got me some Fosters.
We're on our way. He's like, let's roll out, boys. And he's, talking to Renault and Victor.
Well, let's go.
Okay, so
Renault, you ready?
So should we wait for them to get here, or should we go approach?
well, if they're on their way, let's go ahead.
Okay.
So Azaka, she kind of lets you walk out from it.
Yeah,
You're front. You're kind of backwards just a
Yeah.
little bit, or she's kind of backwards just a little bit.
I'll sling my bow so I'm not like looking aggressive, and I might I'll probably get like 30 feet to the door, and I'll probably go out hello in there. Anybody
You
home?
hear cackling. Hello.
Yeah. Do you want to come outside and talk?
Come in.
Okay. And as I start to get closer, can I see inside the house at all?
Yeah, so as you see, it's a pretty rudimentary house. There's like a tiny cot for where he sleeps, and there's a partition kind of wall that maybe he does his business or whatever. But as you look at the old guy, I have a picture for you.
Oh.
He looks like that. So he's very old. He's in some pretty dirty clothes. They look like they were the clothes from Port Nyanzaru of like local Choltons, but soiled, like dirty and just gross, and maybe this guy hasn't bathed in a while. He's balding on the top with long flowing white hair and a long white beard that's pretty dirty. Maybe hasn't bathed in a year. He's like, hello.
So, can we come in?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, this is my friend Azaka, and we actually have 3 other people coming. Just so you know.
Guests. I haven't had guests in so long.
So, you've lived out here for a while, then?
Oh, all my life. I've lived here for ever since I was a boy. I mean, my dad. This is me and my dad's hut. And he goes over to his bed and like brushes all the leaves and just crap off. He's like, "Have a seat.
Yeah. Thank you so much. As I walk in, what kind of do I see inside the house now?
No, nothing. So it's very plain. But as you kind of give me a perception check, actually.
13.
As you kind of look around that corner, around the partition, you see the glint of something shiny. But everything else in his house is no decorations. So it's plain mud walls. It's, like he has like this woven straw carpet that kind of just makes it so it's not on pure dirt. He doesn't have running water outside. He does have a rain catcher that it falls off the banana leaves into the rain catcher, and that's his source of water. Yeah, I mean it's a very plain living. You can see if you were to look around the backside of the house, there was like a tanning easel with hide up there. You can tell this is a pretty lived-in house. He's been here for a while. He just doesn't have a ton of material possessions.
So my name's Binks, by the way. What's yours?
Oh, hi, Binks. What is my name? Oh, I haven't thought of that in a long time. He literally just kind of goes, and he can't, he just goes deathly quiet.
Oh, no, that's all right. We can be informal like that. So, yeah, this place looks cozy and comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, it's home, right?
Yeah, home is where you make it, So, what do you do out here? You just kind of hang out? Are you by yourself? You got a lady friend or anything?
No lady friends. I mean, I hunt and live and kind of try not to die.
Yeah, we're on the same mission. Good. Do you know the general direction of Kir Sabal? We got kind of lost a little bit the other day.
He kind of points out his little hut and he points to the southeast area, which is the general direction you're on. And he's like, what are you going there for?
Well, just, kind of seeing the island, and we got some stuff to do, but
Not many adventurers are in this island.
yeah. It was a journey to get here, and we're happy to be here.
Okay, so what is Renault and Victon doing?
Well, I would say we probably caught up while they were in the middle of that conversation.
Are you guys just stepping in?
I would say that I am.
Okay, Renault, are you alive or dead or?
Yeah, I died. A new character all rolled up. No. Renault, yeah, he's just following. Just kind of, looking around.
On autopilot in the Rite Aid parking lot?
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, so he's kind of standing with his back to the partition. Azaka and Binks are sitting on the bed. And then he sees Victon come in. He's like,
This
what are you?
this is my other friend Victon.
Nice to meet you.
Victon?
Victon, yes sir, you've got it right. And with me here is our new friend Renault.
Renault. That's a funny name.
It's not that funny of a name. What was your name, by the way?
He kind of.
Hey, my friend.
He's like,
Oh, well, then what's his name?
To be
dog.
fair, he wasn't there.
Dog.
Dog?
My name was Tog.
Todd?
Dog. Like bark, bark.
Okay. Like the bounty
Well,
hunter.
that's-
Okay.
Certainly an interesting name to be making fun of mine.
Oh no. No harm meant, sir. It's just I hear names like you hear in the local towns. you don't hear many of them foreign names out here deep in the jungle. And like as he's talking, he's just like blinking a lot, and he like laughs to himself, like So what are you guys doing in the jungle?
Well, just kind of walking around, like I said, seeing the sights, and
Yeah, we're on our way to curse the ball.
He said that already.
yeah, we have a friend there. But what else you do here? You just kind of hang out all day?
Well, I
and
mean,
hunt and
like
fish and...
collect stuff. Like that,
Yeah.
got stuff for collections.
Well, it's been do you do trade? It's been a long time since we've kind of met anybody to trade some goods with.
Oh, yeah, sure, I can trade. And he's like, what are you looking for?
I don't know. What do you got? Do you got any like tinder or any kind of bear traps?
Oh, no, none of that.
None of
He's
that.
like, I mean, I can show you. And so the partition that's made of like thatch and just different stuff, he kind of pulls to the side, and you see this rack of like items. Yeah, and so you see like a dagger sitting up there. I actually have a list of stuff that you can see.
It's quite the collection.
You see a mask that's sitting up there that it almost looks like a demon mask, so kind of like a very caricature demonic mask, if you will. You see a couple of vials of like bright red potion. You see a couple arrows, a quiver of arrows that are in there. You see a bow. You see a scimitar, a ring, some oil. I mean, what of those do you want to kind of look at?
Well, that bow caught my eye there. I'll unsling mine, and as you can see, mine's kind of is a mess.
Yeah, so as you look at this bow, and he's like, "Oh, that's a good one." It's this bow that has like some adjustable like cogs in there, and it's very intricate. As you pull it closer, he's like, watch this. He presses a button, and the bow, like the string, magically retracts into one side, and it comes into two short swords.
Whoa, that is awesome.
And then what else are we looking at here? And sorry, Renell, I'm not going to put it in the chat.
Okay, but was that everything that's for sale, or?
Yeah, he has some basic stuff, but some of the more interesting items that look like they do stuff is that bow. There's a scimitar that has like at the bottom like a giant serpent coming out. There's a ring that, as you kind of get closer and talk, and as he gets closer and is much more like jovial around it, it changes color. And
is that a mood ring?
I don't know. It might be. And then there's a quiver of arrows that are the feathers in the like the whatever it's called on the back. Feathers are just pitch black. The shaft of the arrow is pitch black, and the arrowhead is also pitch black. And then there's a dagger that kind of at the bottom, it has a giant curl, like it would go around your wrist, and it has a very circular blade.
Oh, did you just come across all this stuff out here in the jungle? Like, this is some cool stuff.
Oh, I mean, this is years and years of collecting. It's just not, it's not just overnight. And
So,
he's like,
what do those arrows do? Those look deadly.
as you pull one out, you kind of, it's very balanced. It's very light, but you kind of feel that tip. It's very heavy.
Do these fly okay? These fly through the air? The tip's kind of heavy. It seems like
From a mechanics, when you use this ammunition, you gain +2 to an attack roll. Additionally, when it hits, the arrow does 1d4 +2 extra damage. To a surprise target, I'm sorry.
Those are nice.
Hey, can you describe the dagger to me a little bit? You know, does it do anything special?
Oh,
Also, there's a helicopter coming in to pick up some water, so I'm going to be leaving for a little bit. Yeah.
So no, the dagger, he's like, oh, that's a good one too. He picks it on, and it's this snake just magically comes to life and goes around his wrist and just sits there tight. And the very bottom of the snake has these giant emerald green eyes. And so he kind of says something under his breath, and the snake turns into that dagger, and it just, he's like, and from the very tip, you see this green ooze fall out of the very tip of the dagger.
Ooh, that's
Mechanically, this item first appears to be a 20-centimeter golden snake with emerald eyes that wraps around your forearm. When activated as a bonus action, it uncoils and slithers into your hand in the form of a golden spear or dagger. The transformation lasts until you deactivate it as a bonus action. Your attacks with this weapon count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage. On a critical hit, it unleashes 4d8 necrotic damage poison. Ooh. Which isn't doubled on a critical hit, but you get your normal attack of the damage, which is whatever a spear or dagger would be. Doubled, that would be doubled. And then 4d8 of poison damage. And then for the bow, if you want the mechanics, the black metal clockwork bow is made of 2 short swords connected at their pommels. You may use a bonus action to change between bow form and dual sword form. In bow form, it acts like a longbow but does not use arrows, and instead uses a shadowy bolt of magic as its projectile. In dual sword form, each sword acts like a short sword. In whatever form this weapon is, it deals an additional 1 piercing damage on all damage rolls.
That's pretty cool. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh yeah, and he's like, and he kind of shows you the mask. He's like, this one's fun too if you want to scare the kids.
Zaka, that's kind of like your mask almost.
Yeah, but mine's better. I mean, mine's family. It's a weird, creepy demon. So
we haven't seen what this mask does yet, so it could be cool.
let me post I can post a list of stuff in the chat now.
Yeah, I'd like to hear more about the the mask as well.
Yeah, so as you look at it, here's the mechanics. This horrifying mask is something that'll make common folk want to run away from when they see it. The mask gives you advantage on charisma, intimidation checks. And if you aren't proficient in charisma checks, you get proficiency in it. As a bonus action, you can cast the Fear spell if you can see the creatures you are targeting.
I'll take one of everything, dog.
You want to buy me out? I mean, you gotta.
It's all just so cool.
You gotta warm me up there first.
Oh. So I see you got some red potions up there.
Oh yeah, those are just healing potions.
Oh, just healing potions, yeah. They are pretty common.
We could use some of those though.
Yeah. So what do you trade in? Is it? Can I tell you a story and get something cool, or?
Well, I mean, you got. I mean, gold's the main currency around here. But if you got other stuff like trinkets or stuff, I may be interested in that.
Gold we have, yeah. Like that's not an issue. Victim, what are you thinking? You want first dibs here?
Sorry, I'm checking out something really quick. Well, I do think we need at least some of these potions. So I'd like to buy the greater healing potions, and if you don't mind, all of the healing potions.
Do you want to buy 7? That's. Yeah. He's like. He has a little vial or a brack that holds the vials, and he's like, well, I mean, what do you think about a cool 1,000?
That's for the greater.
He wants to buy them all.
Yeah, that's what I asked for originally. 1,000's a little steep, because I might be a little interested in a couple other things here.
Well,
how about just for those 5 regular potions?
Well, what about he kind of like he's counting on his fingers.
I'll give you 300 gold for all 5 of them. How about 400 gold?
Well, I mean that's my life source out here. What about 500?
I'll give you 500.
Okay.
So I'll pull out my pouch and grab 500 or so. Say I'll throw in another 5 gold pieces for the hell of it, because I didn't really look that hard, and just toss them on the counter or whatever he's got in front of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll take those and I'll just kind of pass them out to the other guys. Just say, hey, hang on to these. I've got the healing spells, but if I can't get to you, you'll want to hang on to these. So I'll give probably 2 to Binks, and then 1 to Renault, and 1 to Vinny, and I'll hang on to the last one.
Okay. Write that down, please. Okay, Travis is sans 500 gold.
Thank you.
Hey, could you tell me something about those gauntlets?
As he does that, he puts the gauntlet on, and he does this like, and summons like a flame sword. He's like, that's pretty cool.
Best old man ever.
I don't know, that guy that I met back on the back in Nyan, he was
Oh
pretty
yeah,
great.
sure, you betcha. You know that son I had out there. God, he got the worst haircut that one time, and I just couldn't stop making fun of him. You know.
So,
That
Vinny
haircut.
will pop in and go, how much you want for those arrows?
So it's a quiver of 20 arrows. He's like, 7. How about 1,000 gold?
Ooh, 1,000. Let's see. Oh man, that's quite a lot. I don't know about that.
Okay. 500 gold.
Well, you're getting right closer.
I will, however, take the gauntlet and the mask.
Okay. So he kind of unstraps it from his hand and pulls it off. He's like, I don't know. I like this one. Puts it down. Puts the mask on top of it. He's like, okay. 800 gold.
Well, I mean, you've been cutting deals for everyone else. I think
Okay. 799 gold.
that still seems a little bit steep.
798 gold.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that you're going to be able to retire after we leave here.
Well, I mean that is the plan. These are my cherished possessions, and I just can't. I got to set myself up. I mean, you know, my 401k just isn't that good anymore.
I'm pretty sure you could live almost like a king just from what you've already sold us.
Well, I mean,
So how about
I mean, this is what keeps me alive out here.
Well, I mean, if we take these, we'll be able to kill everything that might hurt you.
Give me a persuasion check.
Three, because I have a -1.
He's like, okay, 775.
That sounds like a really good deal. So I'll put 700 gold. And then if he gives me the eye, I'll put the rest up there.
Give me a sleight of hand.
What are you buying? Are you buying the mask? and
17.
gauntlet?
17. So you put 775 out there, but you kind of slowly put 7d5 back into your pocket, and he takes it. So way
And
to
then I'm gonna
steal
toss
from the crazy
gauntlet
old man.
Yeah, I'm going to toss the gauntlet to Victim. You'll probably get more use out of that than me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Binks.
Well, I want the bow for sure. That's just too cool to not
That's a good
not
one.
get. But I see that you got a ring there. It looks like something my mom used to wear. I can't stop just staring at it.
Okay.
What is it? Just pure beauty, or does it have some other?
He puts it on and he pretends to get really mad, like overly pretends, and the ring changes red. And then he pretends to be happy, and it changes white. And then he pretends to be sad, and it changes like purple. And you get the point that you can, if you try hard enough, you can make this ring change any color that you want it to.
That's kind of cool. So how much for the bow? And then how much for the ring?
Well, I mean, what do you got to trade? You want? You might want to throw. I don't know. You kind of want something for those ones.
Okay, I got. Well, I'm gonna take out one of the bottles of the grung drink.
How did you get that? Oh, that's the best. He's
This is so good and delicious. We got this from our friends.
You see his eyes light up pretty good. He's like, he's like, okay, that plus 1,000 gold.
What if I gave 2 bottles? I'll pull out a second.
900 gold plus 2.
All right, that's for the bow and the ring.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah, let's do
And
that.
as he does that, he's like licking his lips to the, like all excited for the drink.
Yeah, so I'll take the bow and the ring.
Okay.
Um,
So what's left is the Great Scimitar, the oil, and the Adder of Strife.
what would... I'll ask the rest of the party to help me out here. What would Vinny want?
I feel like the scimitar.
What does he have?
But I don't know if he's
He's got a short sword.
Did you buy the quiver too?
I did not yet.
Okay, so the quiver is still available.
Yeah.
I mean, the Adder of Strife is a tempting purchase too, just because
That's
it comes with a
dagger.
lot of fun stuff. Well, a dagger or a spear.
I kind of wanted just because of my namesake.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. The arrow, I mean, he posted a list of shit in the chat. He said 4 explosive arrows or a relative facsimile. Fucking dork. You know, those arrows are calling my name. And you said 500, but what if I throw in these two? Got
2 Chewingas.
these 2 Chewinga statues. They found these deep in the jungle. I'll trade these.
How deep did you find those?
Oh, all the way
Give me a deception
in.
check.
With Vinny. All right.
With Vinny.
Ooh, he's got shit. 10.
He's like, I've seen those on the shelves of in every port trader tourist stall.
All right.
400 gold plus the boy. Just kidding.
I am not for sale. 400 gold for that's 20 arrows.
Yes.
Yeah. And what do you say you throw in? What does he have? It's kind of smaller.
The oil is there.
Yeah. What can you throw in one of those bottles of oil and we'll call it even?
For what? For 400?
400 for the arrows and
Do persuasion check.
1 oil. Jeez, his charisma is horrible. 11. We're getting incrementally better.
450.
All right, 450
Okay.
for the arrows and the oil.
So now you have 20 arrows of the assassin. Those will be counted, so we will need to keep those kind
Okay,
of...
so 20 arrows of assassin. and then what's the oil?
Oil of anger.
1 oil
In
of anger.
So the oil is the red liquid flows slowly and skulls can faintly be seen in it. It is stored in a flask made from a bull's horn, and each flask contains 1d4 plus 1 doses of liquid. So roll a d4, add 1 to it. Applying 1 dose of liquid to a creature forces the creature to make a DC 14 wisdom saving throw, or take 1d6 psychic damage and become charmed by a figure that only that creature can see for 1 hour. So it's not by you, it's somebody you can pick. While charmed in this way, the creature regards all other creatures as enemies to be destroyed. Whenever a creature is under this effect takes damage, it can repeat a saving throw. A charmed creature in this way gains advantage on melee attack rolls, but other creatures gain advantage on attack rolls made against this creature. So it essentially enrages somebody to be a bull in a china shop.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it sounds like that's a Vinny's alley.
Yeah.
Well, Vinny says, well, I'm tapped. And he's going to go outside and he's going to take a seat.
Okay.
Do you have any more of those red potions left?
Oh no, this blue guy bought me out here.
Even the
No.
one?
Nope, it was just that one.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm good. This is.
Did you roll a d4, by the way?
I did not. You want me to do that?
Yeah.
Were you asking about any of the potions? Because I only bought the 5 healing potions, not the greater ones.
So 2.
Two uses. You're the worst. I'm sorry, Travis. Say that again.
I only bought the 5 healing potions.
Oh,
but
that's right. There's
greater healing left. I
2
did
greater.
inquire about them all, but I did not buy them all.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm good.
And he kind of... Did anybody buy the dagger?
No, but I was going to ask about that next.
So he kind of holds the 2 last things on his shelf, which is the Great Scimitar and the Adder of Strife.
I'd like to... How much for that, the Adder of Strife there?
Well, how about this? Since you guys kind of cleaned me out and I just kind of want to get rid of this, 500 for both. You got to buy both, though.
Anybody want that scimitar? We can split it half and half.
I got it. I'll pull out 500. Set it down.
Well, I want that dagger, so I'll at least give you some money back for it.
All right. So I'll pull out 500 and kind of push it his way.
Okay.
So the dagger and the scimitar.
Yep. And he threw in the 2 greater healing potions for you. For free.
Yeah.
And you guys have cleaned this dude out.
Sweet.
That's what happens when we don't shop since the very beginning of the game.
I know.
Yep.
I know, and it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. So. Okay.
Okay. So.
Well, do we want to kind of seal all of these transactions with some food? You haven't had breakfast yet, have you?
How about a hug? We seal with a hug in where I'm from. And he comes up and just hugs. Like he grabs, with his long, just bony fingers, he kind of grabs you being Victon and he just like,
Yeah. Kind of the uncomfortable.
And he reeks as you get close to him. His breath, like as kind of he's like laughing and you see these brown, nasty teeth and like 3.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Well, we got to get to Kir Sabal, so
Come back with. Well, I won't
Yeah,
be
well-
here. Never mind.
we'll stop back on our way.
Okay.
Hopefully, you'll still be here.
So, Azaka kind of gets up. She's like, "Thank you for your time, your hospitality, and we will be on our way." And she exits his little hovel. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I have shit to add to my inventory.
Okay, so I will paste all of these descriptions in the chat.
I was just gonna ask that. So I've at least got my equipment in there. I don't know if I know I don't have the stats right, but that's fine for now.
So as you guys all walk out, you turn around, and the hut's gone. No sign of it. Nothing.
Do we hear anything like a poof or anything for it to disappear, or do we just notice that it disappeared?
It's just gone.
Okay.
Was it secretly one of those mushroom houses off of Mario? Just we went in, got all of our stuff, and that's it.
Yeah. Pick a box. Any box. Everybody but Renault, take your headphones off.
Secrets.
Renault, as you're holding this mask, you can't let go of it. You can't. You kind of. It wants you to just put it on.
Can I like put it on the top of my helmet or head like a hockey mask, or like on my face?
You get the feeling you want to put it on your face.
I feel like I'm pretty fine with this. I mean, that's why I got it anyway. So yeah, I'll just slide it up onto my face.
Okay, so as you kind of remove your helmet and just put it on your face, it's almost like attached, glued to your face. Think of like how it attaches in the movie The Mask.
Okay, sorry. Apparently, everyone. I think I'm in a post office parking lot. Apparently, everyone checks their mail at like 9 at night. But okay, yeah. So it just kind of bonds to my face. Like, is it painful, or is it just like
No.
I can feel it like attaching?
And when you kind of go to take it off, you can't find any edges, and you can't take it off.
Okay, so this is like one of those Japanese samurai.
It almost looks
Masks.
like a representation of a Japanese demon. Yeah,
Yeah,
almost like an
So,
oni is.
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
It's very specific.
Okay, I'll kind of like try to get it off for a second. My mouth still moves and everything, right? It's not like
Oh, it moves. Yeah, the mask moves with you.
okay.
And mechanically,
Ooh, mechanically.
you now have disadvantage on all charisma checks, persuasion checks. But
This is fine.
this is fine, totally fine. But
I already had a -1 to charisma. There's not.
so it's going to be even worse. So, but you still get advantage and proficiency in intimidation checks.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll pop the mask on, and I'll kind of like scratch at the edges and, hey Binks, hey Victon, Vinny,
And,
this thing is I think I put it on wrong. Can someone help me?
You put it on wrong?
It goes. Is it over his face?
as you look at him, his helmet's still off. As you look at him, it's like surrounded his head. So in the movie The Mask, when he puts it on, it just goes. That's what it looks like.
Did you put it on your face? Like what happened? That
how
doesn't
else
look
do
like the mask.
How else do you put a mask on?
Well, just we got to start at ground zero. Like you try.
It's really difficult to put a mask on wrong.
Okay, so I'll kind of go up around him and look for like snaps or a button, something that I can kind of start taking it off. Like
You you can't find anything. And when you go to like the bottom of where like the color of his skin would change, it's smooth. There's no edges. You can't get a grip. You would feel like if you tried to rip it off, you'd be ripping off his flesh.
I can't find a way to take this off. Azaka, does your mask do this?
No, this is not right. And so as you guys look at this mask, it is very reminiscent of how the Japanese envision like an oni. So it's very demonic, and it's got just these little two tiny horns. I'll post a picture of it in the chat.
Would it resemble what we saw?
No.
Okay. It's not like a kabuki mask, is it?
No. You're the worst.
I mean, you look pretty cool, like...
Yeah, I'm a little worried that it doesn't come off, but I bought it to be intimidating anyway. Does this mean I have to, like, try to talk more scary?
I just let the mask do the talking. Maybe... Do I know much about, like, magical items, like, resetting at...
You're an arcane archer, right?
Yeah.
Give me an Arcana check.
Good.
Okay. Don't fuck me, Gil.
Okay.
You get that it's magical, but you can't figure out why. Or, like, is there a code word? Is there a...
Maybe there's a magic word you have to say, or maybe it comes off at night. I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe.
And he'll like stop itching at it a little bit less and say, you know what? I want it to be something to go back and kill the Kenny Alpha anyway.
You might have it.
I think this works. That said, I don't know. Do you think I'll scare people if we go into a town?
That could be very intimidating.
Well, I mean, we'll just put you in the back.
Does he have a hood? I know you said he had a helmet?
Yeah, can I have like a cloak with a hood? Also, apparently there's an ambulance going by. Just McCall's falling apart.
You're the worst.
Everybody's worst tonight.
Everybody is the worst.
Everybody.
I will give you my cloak. How's that sound? Instead of you having one just out of nowhere, I'll give you mine because of this mask to help you kind of obscure it if we go into a town.
Thank you, and I'll flip it over, put the hood up, but for now I'm just going to put it like... Okay, I know you guys can't see me, but I'm still doing it anyway. Mm-hmm. But, yes, exactly that. Pull it just so like it frames the mask. Alright, I think I'm good to go.
Alright.
Creepy.
Well, we're out in the middle of the jungle right now, so, I mean...
You can leave it down if you want.
Have to have your hood up.
Okay.
And then, so we bought the dagger and the scimitar.
We bought everything.
And I gave the dagger to Victon as well as one of the greater healing potions.
Thank you, Beaks.
And I'll keep the scimitar, and I'll say, I got this bow that turns into short sword, so if anybody, needs this or it comes about where we could use it, then I'll gladly hand it over.
I put all item descriptions in the Discord chat. So cool. Put it in there however you see. If you need me to send you the actual Excel document, I will.
So, Binks, I think I owe you some money to cover the my half of that last 500.
Don't worry about it. Victon, you'll get the next one.
Man, it's my paladin, man. I've got to. So I'll reach in and grab 250. 260. I'll give it 10 extra. just to be nice. So here you go.
Ooh.
I'll toss them.
All
I'll
right.
hand them to Binks. I don't want him to drop it. Here you go, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I'm doing math. 490. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That put me
okay.
at 490.
I got.
Does that put you at 492?
419.
419. Okay.
So I'm still good.
Yep.
All right. I'm ready to get rolling, man. Let's get to Kir Sabal and.
So as far as the map is concerned, are we still in the same square?
You would probably be into the square here.
Okay. So we're a little closer.
Yeah, and so you guys continue walking. You do hit a clearing in the jungle where this giant hill kind of rises up, and you get to see the top of everything.
So we're at the top, so we can get a view around
Yeah,
us.
yeah, you get a view of the top of the jungle, and as you guys look to the south, couple miles, you see this giant floating like piece of earth.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, and so
What is that?
you can see underneath it, and there's nothing holding it. It's just this giant floating piece of earth.
You said that's to the south.
Yeah, I mean it's like down this area here.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. So do we know where Kir Sabal actually is at this point? Like we know from Dog telling us it was in the direction we were heading at the time.
You bought a map. You bought a map of, and Kir Sabal is like a town on the map.
Yeah, so we would know that this is well out of our way then.
Yes, 100%.
Well, that's
This
that
floating.
island looks interesting.
The floating earth moat would be a good descriptor, but it's very, very large.
And where is it at? Sorry, I might have missed this.
It's the unveiled square
it's-
there.
it's-
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It's actually not a square. It's not
The
square.
heck?
I think, yeah, whatever you called it.
Um,
That-sided.
It's six-sided.
Six-sided.
that looks really cool, but it's in the wrong direction.
Can we even get up to that?
Yeah, I've never seen anything floating before.
Renaud, do you know anything
Place like
about
that.
this place?
I don't think so. I mean, would Renault?
Are you from Cholt?
I mean, he's been here for maybe a few months, but not from Joel.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I made it outside of Port Nyanzaru a couple times, but nothing really this far in.
I mean, Travis, you're a native Cholton. You may know.
Okay. Yeah.
If you want to give me a history check.
Jury check. Let's do it. 22.
Ooh. Yeah, no.
Natural
so
20.
Nat
That's a
20,
plus
baby.
2.
So you know exactly what that is. It's called the Heart of Ubtao. And knowing kind of your Cholton history, Ubtao is the god that presided over Cholt, protected Cholt.
So that, if I remember my lessons from a kid, that looks like the heart of Ubtao. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
Ubtao sounds gross.
It's not the best sound, but he's actually the god that, at least historically, has been told to preside over this great land of Cholt. That
Well,
might be
I
a
don't-
nice place to go check out.
I don't like him.
And you guys should see the. Did you guys that pop up?
Yep.
Yeah.
So is it
I mean-
is it actually floating, like, as far as we can tell, at least from this distance?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think we should be messing around with gods or floating islands. It's just
Well, I mean, right now it doesn't look like we can really get up there. The what's his name? Nefer. Our buddy Nefer from Kir Sabal. I mean, they're flying folk. Maybe they have a way to help us get up there. Maybe they've even been there. But
Good idea. Yeah, I think we keep pushing.
Yeah, I think we should go there. But I kind of want to go check this place out if we can, if we get a chance, if we can find our way up.
Yeah, maybe we can get a ride on
And Travis, give me a religion check.
Religion check is right there. 5.
5, yeah.
And you said this was like the god of Cholt or the founder of Cholt?
Well, so without knowing much of the religion, Travis, you would know that Ubtao was the patron deity of Cholt. You've also heard him called the father of dinosaurs, creator of Cholt, founder of Mesro, and the deceiver.
Yeah, let's...
But, I mean, you know, like, as any deity, he's not, like, roaming the earth. And he hasn't, like... People long have... I don't want to say forgotten him, but he's not, like, an active protector anymore. So he's kind of become, like, ancient lore... for generations now, 200 years. You know that there were some priests of Ubtao, but they don't like worship. Like there's no open like churches to Ubtao anymore. It's like you saw in Fort Belranian, the Church of Helm or the Order of the Gauntlet, and things like this are what are prevalent now.
Yeah. So I'll just mention to everybody else that Ubtao was a god that kind of presides over the land here, believed to have created it, or at least be the god of the dinosaurs, around here. I don't know that it's an active religion anymore, but he's certainly a well-known deity of the story.
Sounds weird.
It does, but having heard these stories, I'm very interested to go check it out. I don't know that I believed it actually existed. It's kind of cool to see it, even from this distance.
And yeah, so as you're also up on this hill above the canopy, you can see to the north Firefinger, which you've already visited. You do see a giant mountain like it's a singular mountain that pokes up above the treetops. Very small plateau. It's just like a circular cylinder that sits above, and that's to the southeast. And Azaka's like, I believe that is where we're going.
Nice, we can see it. That's good.
What time of the day would you say it is?
It's still early morning. So
okay.
Maybe like noon, 11. And then you guys kind of descend back off this hill, and it becomes that shadowy dark that you guys have been so accustomed to in the jungles.
Yeah, we should probably put in a long day since we had our shopping spree, and you guys want to kind of go later into the evening?
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good right now
for time.
Yeah, I think we should. We've had some bad experiences out in these forests. We don't want to stay out here too long if we can avoid it.
Okay. So you guys kind of having a good bearing. You travel 1 day, 2 days, 3 days without issue. You make it out of the jungle and to the river. So as you kind of approach the banks of this river, it is a very wide, so probably 100 feet wide. You can't tell the depth because it's that murky brown like Amazon River. It looks pretty swift.
This water doesn't look safe to cross. So I'd like to look around and see if I can find like any long sticks that that they're not too long to handle. But I'd like to see if I can grab one to see if I can poke it down, get an idea of how deep it actually is.
Yeah, so you're in a jungle, so you grab you go and cut a stick off, and you just kind of stick it down, and you're poking deeper in the 10 foot that you have in the stick.
Yeah, this is pretty deep. I don't know that we should try and cross this here at least.
Do we need to cross it? Or can we... Is Kir Sabal on the other side of this river?
Yeah.
According to our map, it is.
According to the map. It's
Well,
It's
maybe it
like
wouldn't be a bad idea to just follow it for a little while and cross when it's safer, or a bridge or something.
Yeah. Which way would you say it's flowing? South, I assume.
No, it flows north.
Flowing north?
Yep.
Okay.
So it flows out to the
Towards the
Kitcher's Inlet.
Okay. So which way do you guys want to go? Do we want to follow this maybe upstream where it could
what I
get
was
thinner, or downstream?
well, upstream probably.
Yeah, I kind of think we should go against it. I think if we get too far down, it's just gonna get probably deeper, maybe even wider, and I don't think that's what we want.
And I want everybody to give me a perception check.
14.
Hold on. Alright, let's see.
13 plus 1.
There's Binks. 18.
I got a 14 as well.
10 for Vinny.
Okay, so Binks, as you guys are kind of talking about your strategy, you hear distant, like, running.
Okay, not drumming, running.
Very heavy footfalls
In which direction? Upriver, downriver?
directly behind you. Multiple footfalls.
You guys hear that? Here, sounds like people are running towards us.
And then out of the clearing of the jungle, you see a giant triceratops
What the fuck?
running directly at you guys. And then you see a third. What do you guys do?
Move.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and run.
Shit.
And then you start seeing these smaller little dinosaurs running with it.
I think... Do we get in the water and try to cross now?
I think we should just run as fast as we can. Away!
Yeah, I think we should run. This water's moving too fast. Let's get the hell out of here.
Alright, let's... So,
Okay.
we're running upstream?
Yes.
So as you guys kind of take off north, you see the dinosaurs as they hit the water. They kind of like do the stop, and then they take off, and then they take off. You know, they kind of split. Some head north, some head south. So who's in the back? Is it still Vinny?
Yeah, it'd be Vinny, me, Renault, Azaka, Victon.
Okay.
Don't kill Vinny.
What are you guys doing? I mean, as you see this, then you see the giant, like, brontosaurus is just stomping out of the jungle, and you see all of these little, like, other various dinosaurs. I don't know their names. I'm terrible at dinosaur names. Like, Allosaurus, I think is what.
Yeah.
And there, you just see, like, at this point, there's probably 10 to 20 different varieties in a couple of each variety just running.
Are they running after us?
Give
or
me
are they just
a survival check.
18?
They are not running after you. They're running from something.
I don't think these ones are the after us, but they look scared, like they're running from something.
Hmm.
Vinny, give me a athletics
Vinny.
check.
Vinny or Victon?
Vinny. Or give me a dexterity save, Vinny.
Alright, that's decent. Alright. 14.
Okay. So as this Triceratops catches Vinny, it kind of like headbutts him out of the way, and Vinny's going to take. Where is it?
1d50 of
8 points of damage and get knocked into the water.
Alright.
Oh,
Oh, fucking A!
Who's in front of Vinny?
It would be me. Dude, and I assume I hear this. I hear him grunting.
Oh yeah, and you hear this thing like snorting and just all up in your like you can start to feel it where it's at.
Oh shit. Vinny, how you doing? Why are you in there? Oh, I didn't come in there on my own. I'm swimming to the other side. So he's gonna start swimming to the other side.
With me in the front, still running, I presume, would I have noticed this? Would I have heard him falling in?
Oh, you would have heard it.
Okay.
Who's next? I'm sorry.
It would be me.
Okay, give me athletics check.
Hold on, I took hit points off of me instead of. There we go. Athletics or a dex save throw?
I'll let you do a deck save.
I'd rather do athletics.
Whichever. I'll let you do either.
Oh, 6.
Oh my god. So as you try and like jump out of the way, it catches you and just tramples. And you're gonna take 18 points of damage.
Oh shit.
And you are now prone on the ground. And there are several more dinosaurs coming.
I'm gonna crawl towards the water and kind of take Vinny's cue.
And what is everybody else doing? Because you see this and you hear just beings go, ah!
So are we kind of surrounded by these dinosaurs just running past us at this point?
Well, as you're running, you're trying to stay ahead of this Triceratops. It's knocked Vinny out of the way. It's trampled Binks. It is coming up through the party directly along the coastline to get out of the way.
Oh God. So I'm going to probably try and, since Binks isn't too far, well, you, I guess.
Renault's in between.
Okay, who's third? Who's third?
So that would have
be
been
Renault.
Yeah, I think it was me.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a dex save or athletics check.
Yeah, let's see
I'll
what
give
happens. Not
athletics.
a bad
I mean, you guys
Wow,
can decide before this happens.
That was the nat 1.
Oh shit.
deal. I was
Oh
gonna
my
say
God.
that I'm gonna turn around and try and catch back up with Binks, grab him, and then just dive in the water to try
Okay.
and save Vinny.
So,
Seriously, if
Renault, you're looking behind you like, oh shit, you're trying to run. You take 14 points of trample damage, and you are now prone on the ground. What is the 3 people that are left doing? Azaka's gonna be like, fuck this, and she just jumps into the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am.
We've got to swim.
Yeah. So I am behind. So I
You're in
am
the front.
turning my
Yeah,
head
you're in the
behind.
front.
Looking back, I see Binks. You're crawling towards the water.
I'm like, I'm
And,
getting in.
and
Vinny's in probably
Vinny-
5-10 feet.
So I'll see that, and I will try and help Renault kind of get into the water since he just got trampled. Just kind of pull him and just jump in if I can, or at least try.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Just, I mean, you're far enough in front that give me a strength check.
Strength check is. Yeah.
That's a 1.
All right. Give me a athletics check or dex save.
Athletics is definitely my strong suit here.
There you go.
Okay, that's good. That's good. You were trying to pull Renault kind of out of this giant way, and you just couldn't get him. And so you're like, "Oh shit!" You back up, and then you grab him, and then now you have time to move him. Renault, you have time to get yourself up and jump in the water. So is everybody in the water at this point?
I think so.
All right. So as you guys are in the water, give me an athletics check.
Alright. That's a 20 for Vinny. So 23 for me.
16 for Binks. What do you got?
16 for me.
It's a 10 for Renault.
Okay, so Vinny, you're the first one to cross because you were in the water first, and you're just like, oh shit, and you're just kind of backpedaling. You make it across the water with no issues, and you're just kind of standing along the beach.
He's gonna quickly tie a rope around the tree and get it kind of coiled up, and he's gonna throw it out.
Okay.
To how close would Binks be?
It's 100 feet from the start. So with a 23 for Binks, you make it across, no issues. You kind of grab the rope and you're in.
Yeah. So he's going to throw it out to probably Renault, who would be third in there, and try to get it to him. And then Binks will go. He'll do the same thing. He'll get his rope out and throw it out to either Azaka or Victon.
Okay. Azaka she moves pretty quick.
Okay. Then I'll go. Binks will throw it out to Victon then.
Did you get Renault out?
Not yet.
And so as Victon, you come across, Renault, not a good swimmer in his heavy armor, is slowly floating down the river. And he's just like doggy paddling, trying to stay above water.
Can I get my rope out to him?
You have a 50-foot rope, right?
Yeah.
He did not make it very far across that river.
Shit. So I'll start reeling it back in.
So, you threw it at me. I had never actually grabbed it yet.
Oh yeah, I guess I threw mine at Victon. Vinny threw his at Renault. So Vinny will reel his back in. Fuck.
Yeah, how long is Vinny's rope? Was that the 50-foot too?
They're both 50 feet.
They're both 50 feet.
Renault, give me a Constitution save, please.
Okay.
I mean, would I be able to turn around and kind of swim towards him and try and help?
8.
So as this is all happening, you're trying to figure out how to get Renault over. You see his head just go below water.
Can I start trying to pull my armor off at this point?
Yep.
Okay, I'll start taking my armor off.
What are you doing with it?
I'm just shucking it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Binks is gonna yell out loud, "I told you not to die!" And he's gonna dive in and try to swim up to him.
So I'm as quick as I can.
Just so we both try to help
out of my armor.
So I think Victon's still in the water. I just jumped in and we're.
Yep, and I'm headed towards him too. So you and I are both headed towards Renault to try and help him out.
We'll use your previous. We'll use your previous rolls. So Binks with a 23 and Victon a 16. You see under the water panic, and Renault's just quickly trying to unstrap. And usually there's squires and stuff to help with this heavy metal armor, and he is just at the bottom of this water, probably 15 feet down, just quickly trying to undo all this stuff. And slowly that hand of Binks comes down. And Renault, you grab it, surface.
Yeah. Come on.
And you guys barely make it across. Yeah. And so you're about 20 feet downriver from where you tried to cross, and exiting the trees, you hear and see a giant T-Rex just exit out of those trees on the opposite side of where all of the dinosaurs were stampeding.
Did I shimmy out of my armor, or am I still armored?
You couldn't get it off in time, so you still have it.
Okay.
Okay. You're gonna be screwed.
I'd be fucked.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could try and could have tried to grab a piece of it if you got anything off.
As I'm kind of helping Renault out of the water, and I'm standing on the banks looking across, I imagine my eyes and my jaw would just drop, because these things are pretty big, right? Like,
oh yeah, I mean,
it'd probably be the biggest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're about 20 feet tall and just hunched over. Yeah. And as it exits this jungle, you see it just snap down and grab one of these tiny dinosaurs and just fling it in the air.
Yeah, I would kind of stop helping Renault out of the water at that point. Eyes get wide, jaw drops, like, can't really say anything.
I mean, does it look like it could cross this river easily?
It looks like it's more after a meal of
Okay.
other dinosaurs. I mean,
I'll just
you don't know.
slowly stand up as I'm soaking wet.
I will say it looks like it's not trying to cross the river. How about that?
As Renault, is it just like chomping on the banks and just sit there?
Oh, it's just
Okay. That was scary. You couldn't even go like a day without breaking that promise of not dying.
Hey,
But
usually I'm not that bad at swimming or running. I'm gonna blame it on the mask. I'm still not used to it.
Way to go,
you probably
Judy
could have
Kid.
just
Spit up
just
some
turned
water.
around. Could have just turned around and scared them with your mask.
Well, yeah, unless it, doesn't work, and then I get trampled anyway.
Yeah, that was a risky game.
Vinny will come over and he's kind of coiling up his rope and oh fuck, I've never swam that fast in my life. Those fucking dinosaurs.
and
We better go.
as you guys look back at this T-Rex, it's standing there watching you.
We should separate from that as fast as we can.
And then it lets out one more roar. But then mid-roar it stops. And it transforms into the Oni.
As I
And he
see
just
that,
sits there, he just sits there waving.
I'm gonna let loose an arrow as quick as I can and
Okay.
What in the fuck is that? And I'll also pull out my crossbow and
just
fire at it.
shoot it.
Go ahead.
That's a 16.
It's an 11.
As you shoot, Binks, you knock that arrow and just let loose. It hits where you think it should, but then the Oni disappears.
I think I'd rather it be a giant dinosaur than the Oni.
Wait, what in the hell is that can shapeshift into dinosaurs? And
It's
isn't there when you shoot it?
a nightmare is what it is.
So, how much health did you lose, Vinny? Or Binks?
I lost
14.
like 14, something
14.
like that.
Vinny,
And
Vinny
you
lost 8. Vinny lost 8.
I lost 8. Yeah.
Yep. And what about Renault?
I'm down 11.
I'll use my second wind while we're just kind of sitting here.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll
I'm
do
gonna-
the same.
I was gonna say I was gonna use my lay on hands because we're all kind of right there on the edge. While you guys are shooting your arrows, I was gonna kind of put my hands on your back and use that to heal you guys both back up to full, since that's the exact full points that I have for that.
Who are you healing?
I would say hold it.
Okay.
And as you guys are kind of sitting there catching your breath, relaxing a little bit, trying to get, not relaxing, that's not the right word, trying to get your bearings,
Yeah.
pitch black darkness.
All right. So I
What in the fuck is this?
use second wind real quick. Oh, it's the Oni. We gotta move. And I want to like kind of grab whoever I can, and I want to start like moving towards Kir Sabal,
Okay, so you guys just
like
take
in
off.
the direction that I think is Kir Sabal.
You guys just take off running, and you don't look back. You dash. You're just gone.
Yeah, we have to go. We have to go.
As you grab as many people, you don't even know what you're grabbing, who you're grabbing. You're just running, and you hit the edge of this darkness, and you get a quick flash of that Oni face, and then it like, as it's right in front of you, it just disperses into this mist around you, and you just keep running. You just haul ass as quick as you can.
Go. Just go. Don't stop. We gotta move.
And then you just
I will pull my glaive out and say, I don't know what that thing is. I think I don't know. But I will have my glaive out as we're running.
Yeah, I imagine we're going to go as long and hard as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Both long and hard.
Okay. So, man, you guys run for an entire day. You don't stop. And you're tired. You're hurt. You're frustrated. Do you continue, or do you stop to nap?
So what time of day is it?
How long do you guys want to run? Because I'm going to assume that you guys want to run all day. And so it's starting to be night.
Yeah, I think we would run, or at least walk at a quickened pace, and then intermittently run all day.
Okay. And then what about as it hits that nighttime, dusk?
What?
It's hard for us to see. I'm thinking, oh God,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well,
What's the 1 point of exhaustion?
Disadvantage on ability checks.
No, I think after whatever that thing was that attacked us, we've got to stop for the night, guys. We can't be running exhausted in the dark. We're going to go the wrong way or something.
but
Yeah.
But fighting this thing in the dark is not... We will not come out of this. We got to be close to Kir Sabal. We got to be close.
I think we should keep going.
It took
We did not have a good fight with this the first time.
It took Jeremy in the night without us even knowing it.
I say run.
We gotta put distance. Maybe we get to Kir Sabal, and we find Nefer, and we get some help. I don't want to die on the doorstep of Kir Sabal.
No.
I do just want to make sure Vinny's with us, just because.
Yeah, Vinny's there, and he's like, "Oh, I like a good." My Vinny is very Australian. Well, I like a good fight like anything else, but we should probably move. I think the boy's right.
I think that's a very, very good Vinny. I applaud your Vinny skills. Let me get some Fosters. It's Australian for beer. Just putting that shrimp on the barbie, mate.
Yeah, I want to keep moving, guys.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
All right, so we'll keep moving through the night. I'll probably take lead because I have night vision.
Good idea.
Just stay close, guys, and maybe I'll take out my rope and maybe we can all just kind of hang on to it so we're all together. I don't know. Does anybody else have night vision?
I do not.
Renault, no night vision.
No, I've got torches if we want to strike those and be able to see a little bit.
I don't want to give away too much.
Well, it's either that or everyone but you's tripping over themselves.
Alright. I guess torches if we need it. But yeah, we want to get moving.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're having a super rough time, throw some torches out.
Are you doing your rope strategy?
I think we should.
Okay, so what is the order of running?
I'll be in front.
I'll be behind him.
Zaka
I'll
does...
pick up the rear.
Okay. I know you will.
I want to put Vinny in the middle just because I don't want to kill him.
So how is the rope attached?
I think we're just hanging on to it. Like,
Okay.
we're not tying it to anything. I'm just thinking, hang on to it. And if we feel a tug, we'll stop and look back or figure out.
Okay. So as you guys are just running, you just nonstop sprinting, quick breaths, sprinting, quick breaths, like intervals. Give me a perception check, Renault.
Is this at disadvantage yet, or are we still just regular?
It is nighttime, so it would be a disadvantage. Well, it's more of a feeling, not your eyes. So,
But we're not exhausted yet.
No, you're not exhausted.
I think that's it. Okay.
But
So just
he
regular roll?
he doesn't have dark vision, so it'd be disadvantage if you were trying to see something. But it's a different sense, so regular roll is fine.
Okay, 20 total.
20. You feel a tug on your rope, Renault.
There's nothing. Okay, I'm gonna pull as hard as I can on the rope with one hand, grab my glaive with the other, and just spin around and just swing at whatever the hell's behind me.
Okay. So as you just let go of this rope, I would imagine you're not gonna spin with the rope in your hand. And
Well,
you just,
I give like the tug.
Pull it forward and then.
yeah.
Yeah.
As you swing, you kind of nothing there at all. And then
All right, guys. I say we post up here, light some torches, take on whatever this thing is.
and then Binks.
So as I turn around, I hear this. I turn around and look. What with my night vision?
You see just Renault go, "Whoa!" And then as you're standing there, Binks, you feel like a heavy load get on you, and you're like
On my shoulders.
on your shoulders.
Oh, I'm gonna kind of.
And so you're like,
I'm gonna do a kind of a shoulder roll and try to get him off, and then turn around and face like do a 180.
okay.
I want to kind of shrug it off my shoulder and turn.
So
Fuck this, Oni.
as he's on you, he's gonna claw as you do your turn,
That does not hit.
and it
How
just,
far away are we from each other?
you're
gotta
probably
be
5 feet. You're pretty close.
Pretty close.
You just
Okay,
feel
I
it
have.
kind of come across your face. It doesn't dig its claws in, but just enough to you feel it, and you get the stench of everything that this thing has touched,
Do you want to know how I got these going?
and then
Oh,
it's gone. Weight is off your shoulders.
Fuck.
I was gonna say if I hear that, I do have reach, so I could swing and potentially hit it if I can.
Can Vinny during that time, can he turn around and go, "Oh, I learned from last time," and he's gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it?
How would we do? Because he would be so.
He'd be in the middle.
How I see it is Renault, somebody, Vinny, somebody, Binks.
Vic, yeah.
So Vinny
He'd
would
be
be.
two people back from me.
Give
So
me
10 feet.
Give me a. Let's say a Dex check to see if he can spin around in time.
Okay. It's a 21.
He can
Okay. And then he would.
cast Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, I think he would have this up and ready once we first saw him, knowing what we had learned the last time.
Okay.
And so I choose that creature, obviously. So extra 1d6 from him, but I have advantage on wisdom and survival, perception and survival checks to find it.
Okay.
So he would then do a wisdom or survival to kind of see which direction it went once it jumped off Binks' shoulders.
I'm trying to think how we would do that with the invisibility. You can use an action bonus action a new creature. I would say it probably cancels out advantage and just gives it straight roll on
Okay.
invisibility checks. since it is invisible. So go ahead and give me either survival or perception. Both are the exact same modifier. So 10. You can see some of its claw marks in the ground, but then they just disappear, like you've seen in the past. So you can't get a good feeling of what direction it went from there.
Well, it took off that way. I see its claw marks. We should get moving. Either that or we go back to back, butts to nuts, and we post up here like Renault said.
Renee.
I'll forgive it this time, but I say we take this thing.
We did not have good luck with him the first time.
Yeah, but now you got me, and I'll do the little twirl of my glaive.
But Binks will chime in and say, "But guys, you guys can't see anything."
No, we can't. I don't know that I'm going to trust the light of just some torches for this guy. I mean, he can go invisible as it is.
Right, and he'll cast darkness, and then we're all screwed, and we can't see anything.
Yeah, he can cancel out that light real quick.
I think we keep moving.
I want to keep moving.
Okay, and as we start moving,
magic.
I'm gonna light a torch.
Whatever we do it now.
And so as you light that torch, it just and you have this nice bright. You can see about 60 feet out, and sitting up in a tree, you see an oddly placed shadow.
Who sees that?
Renault does with his torch.
Okay.
Okay. I'll point to my... Well, actually, I'll pull my hood off, and I'll look up at it, and I would like to try to intimidate it and say, I think this is what you're what my mask is based off. Let's see who's the worst demon.
Totally wouldn't be scared of that.
Hey, you know what?
Alright, give me an intimidation check.
And it's at advantage. That's a 7. That's also a 7. I rolled 2 5s. Not very, as my voice cracks a little bit.
Huh.
Okay, as you say that, you see it appear and just start laughing, and then disappear.
We gotta go. Guys, we gotta go.
Yeah, that sounded a lot more awesome in my head.
We're on his turf. We got. So, are we moving?
Yeah, I need to keep going. This guy is not in this light. I know that you're wanting to fight this guy, but
I'm
we've
fine
seen
with
some
that.
shit with him.
Let's do it quick, though.
So as we're kind of booking out of there,
Are we still holding onto the rope?
Yeah, let's get the rope back up. But Vinny will do one more survival check to see just kind of spatially where can he feel where he is.
Okay.
17.
With 17, you get the feeling that he is around you, but maybe is pulled back a little bit at this point.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah.
Just keep going.
Okay. So as you guys kind of like decide to book it out of here, you kind of take off southeast, and everybody actually give me a perception check.
Perception.
It'll be normal since it's not with vision.
17.
Okay.
7 from me.
18 for Binks.
That's Binks. Do perception.
Vinay.
19 for Vinny.
So, Vinny, you hear like the cracking of trees, just almost like they're being ripped apart. And it's off in the distance. It's not like up on your balls or anything. So as you're just running, you hear and just cracking.
Oh, this guy's good. Pick up the pace, boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you run for about
push myself
an hour, and then who's in front still?
Yeah, I'm still. If it's still dark, I'll be in front. Binks will.
Okay, give me a dexterity save.
Ah.
Okay, so
That's a 1.
as you're running, you're not really looking at what you're doing, and then catches the corner of your eye, and you try to jump. A log has fallen in front of your path, and you just eat it face first. And everybody behind you, not paying attention, face first over that log. And you are all, I would say probably by Renault or second to last, whomever that is, you stop. But the first 3 face over this log in a pile.
Oh, that came out of nowhere. Sorry, guys.
If I'm still standing, I'll pull out my glaive again. Could it have been that thing? Is he strong enough to do this?
Can I look at the log? Does it have claw marks, or does it look like it just fell over happenstance on the
As you look at the log,
trail?
It says "hi" scratched into it, very deep, and it has been like all of the bark has been torn off.
Oh, it's him. Oh, it's him.
It says "hi, Binks." Actually,
hello.
Wait, it knows your name.
Yeah, it kind of knows everything.
It knows.
We gotta keep
We
going.
have to fight this thing here. If it's tracking you guys,
At what point? So it's been an hour, so we're still pretty deep in the dark of night, I assume.
yeah, it's probably like 1.
Fuck. Let's see.
All right, this is stupid.
When Binks, you just feel like this thing hit your head. Victon, you hear something hit your head. Renault,
Hear or feel?
Feel, sorry, thank you. And it's little acorns being tossed at you guys.
Well, he's not attacking us. The closer we can get to Kir Sabal, the better. We can't see him.
I mean, we're just prey at this point. There's got to be something we can do.
I'll take an arrow and fire it up where I think he is.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. Okay, with
18.
an 18 you hear "oh!" And then you see the arrow fall back down in front of you.
Oh, he's up there, but it didn't do
Is
anything.
it bloodied? Is the arrow bloodied, though?
No.
What do you guys got? I'm trying to think. Vinny's got this hunter sense. I can look at a creature within 60 feet, immediately learn its immunities, resistance, or vulnerabilities, and I can do that twice per long rest. So can he, seeing where the arrow kind of shot and hit and fell, can he use this hunter sense on him and maybe get some more information?
Seeing the Oni before, you can, and kind of it tonight, yeah, uses wisdom mod per long rest. Uses equal wisdom mod.
Yeah,
per
he
long
gets.
rest.
So he has two, he has a +2, so he has 2 of them.
So
Immediately learn any. I assume that's supposed to be any immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities.
okay, It doesn't have any.
Oh, this is the ultimate of beasties.
Yeah, well, at this point, we have to fight it.
You got battle music and everything.
Music is.
Vinny will pull out a torch, strike it, set it in the ground, and he'll do another one, set it in the ground next to him. He's like, well, let's light this place up.
Hey, didn't he take cordon of arrows, which like automatically attacks things if they get in his...
Yeah, I was trying to... I need to look at that. I'm gonna... let's see. Okay. So if you guys can help me figure this one out, that'd be great. Whenever a creature comes... Other than you comes within 30 feet of 4 pieces of ammunition set on the ground for the first time, and on a turn or ends its turn there, they must succeed a dex save or take 1d6 piercing damage. One of the ammunition
is then destroyed.
Okay, so you get like 4 of them, basically. The spell ends if no ammunition remains. When you cast the spell, you can designate a creature, and all the spell will ignore them.
So
higher levels of ammunition. Okay. So when you cast a spell, you can designate a creature, and the spell will.
So it's just like you create this 5-foot barrier, and if it crosses it, an arrow goes off, and they must make a dex save or take 1d6 damage.
So he's gonna set those 2 torches, and he's gonna throw out 4 pieces of his arrows, kind of front back.
I kind of imagine him just shooting them into the ground.
I thought about that, like shooting them into trees that were kind of pew pew and kind of creating a square.
Yeah.
You know, if there's enough shit, we'll do that because it's cooler. So he'll load one and just put them in trees, so they're kind of creating this 30-foot circle the best that he can. And I would imagine he would do it around the Oni, so the Oni would be in it. So he would take a dex save if he starts his turn there. And it'd be 1d6.
And I'll stake the 1 torch I was carrying and then light up 2 more and kind of toss them out 10 feet or so from where we're at least in the back.
Yeah, Binks will do the same thing. I mean, as long as the Oni's not attacking, let's light these torches up. And he'll stake them out.
So I'll say, why don't you just set them out, and I will just use my fire breath and light them on fire. Just kind of spin around or something, trying to get as many of them in a shot, so you can just get as many down.
Azaka,
don't waste that. Don't waste that.
I just figured it was my fire breath, not like an actual attack spell thing, so it wasn't really like a waste of an ability.
Azaka, you want to turn into like a were-tiger or something?
What the fuck? Were-tiger?
Okay.
Yeah, don't ask.
So go ahead and put your tokens on the map, please.
You got it, dude.
Someone put me someplace,
Whoa.
please.
Yeah, I got
You got it? Alright.
a square.
You're the worst.
So I am going to be pretty close to you guys because of... Well, no,
Yeah, so I was in front. Victim was behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Then Vinny.
And Renault.
Then Renault. Renault, you were in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Azaka would be between Vinny and Renault.
Let's swap this around here.
Okay, yeah, wherever.
Actually, put you guys like right here.
So
Got the tube on this.
where do we think the Oni is?
Why do you
right now?
guys have such fucking terrible tokens?
I don't know.
Fix it.
Why are boobs good?
Why are boobs good? You're so weird. You thought the Oni was somewhere up in that region.
Okay, so I'm just placing those arrows. You tell me if I... Does that seem about right? Or is that too small?
I think that's good.
Yeah, it's a little small, but...
But so as you fire those arrows, you see this one just go pop and kind of blow up.
As in it triggered?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a dex save.
It's a nat 20, baby.
That succeed?
Nat 20. I just want everybody to see that. It's a big old
How do I know you didn't
22.
just show or flip it over to show it to us that way?
Sleight of hand check.
Because I'm not a cheater, Travis.
Uh-huh.
And I
That's
think
what the cheater would
the Oni could take a 1d6 damage and it'd be okay. So this one up here is gone.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how to erase them, but
Yeah, I don't know why I can't erase it either. Okay, so let's fucking exit out. Put more shit on here. Okay, what else do you guys want to do?
well, I'm gonna seeing that kind of pop off. I want to fire
Why can't
longbow.
I can remember? There it is. Okay. Okay.
I would also like for Renault to kind of spin towards the front of the party and kind of be out front of it, like between the party and it.
Okay, so how far?
I mean, maybe just like 7-10 feet out in front of the party, just as a the first wave.
Okay. Yep. So Binks, go ahead and take your shot.
And then did Azaka? That's 19.
It's gonna be a disadvantage because you can't see him, and he's past 60 feet from you.
Okay.
So 14 does not hit. You just hear it kind of phew, and just whiz in the air.
I have 2 attacks now, so second attack.
The 15 just whizzes past in the air.
I got nothing. Did Azaka hear me suggest the were-tiger?
As the first arrow kind of popped and exploded, she instantly transformed into that were-tiger.
Renault freaks out a little bit.
I'm not, and she's like, I'm not the worst thing you're gonna see in this jungle, boy.
Vinny would do, as a bonus action, cast. The fuck is it? Slayer's Prey.
You have to see it to be able to do that, right?
Focus on one creature. It says focus on one creature.
Slayer's Prey. Let's Google that. Victon swinging and shit. He hit the air pretty good.
I just wanted to hit the damn gear. I'm so bad at this.
Focus on one creature within 60 feet the first time each turn I attack him. Causes 1d6 more damage.
We'll check just real quick.
Are you letting the rules run the game?
No, it's...
I'm just fucking with you. So it says in the book, it says you can focus your ire on one foe, increasing the harm you inflict on it as a bonus action. Yeah, so it says focus.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that. He's seen it enough. Yeah, he's seen it enough that he put Slayer Prey on it. Now, if it said he had to see it, you cannot see it right now.
So he's going to crossbow at it.
Okay.
That's
and you just hear this, Renault. You just hear this big bolt right by the side of your head, and it just goes.
Does he have 2 attacks now?
Yeah.
Okay, so then he'll take a second shot. 17.
You feel like that's enough to hit, but you don't know exactly where you're aiming, because it's within 5 feet either direction of this thing, and you just it just doesn't find purchase into things. It just continues and swipes through some of the smaller brush.
Hey, just keep throwing shit against the walls, boy. It'll stick.
Now, for its turn, you are going to see it.
Who is you?
Everybody.
Okay.
You're going to see all 3 of those pop.
Pop, pop, pop.
and it takes one. Roll a d6. Just one d6 for me,
Just
please.
one.
Because I rolled a 19, a 6,
deuce.
and a 20.
A 2.
And so you just see all of these pop. And then you see it appear. But as it appears... Hold on, I'm struggling here. As it appears, you see this giant cone.
And we're all in a perfect...
Of course it doesn't. Why doesn't it have it in there? That's annoying. So, each creature in a 60-foot cone must make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save.
Constitution save.
There's Binks. 14. Here is...
Renault got a 14 as well.
There's Vinny. That's a 1.
Oh my god, this is gonna hurt.
20.
Sorry, Vinny. You got pwned.
So, how much health does Vinny have?
He'd be down.
So as you guys like are setting up and getting your torches all lit, it comes
this
out.
real?
It comes out of the shadows and just bamps right in front of you, and you just see this giant cone of cold attack every single person in the party. The people who saved take half that damage. The people who didn't save, which let me double check the.
Yeah, what's the save? Because I think I'm... If I didn't save, I'm toast.
The Oni DC 13.
Oh, I saved.
Same. So what's half? I don't know what damage is.
It was 43.
33.
43.
43.
So everybody
21.
who saved takes 21 points of damage. And you just see Vinny.
Vinny drops.
What are you at, Renault?
I'm mathing.
Mathing is
Did you
hard.
what'd you roll? Did you roll 14 too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 14 as well.
Okay. So everybody else takes 21 points of damage, and you just see Vinny just fall.
How close am I to this thing?
20 feet, 15 feet,
20 feet? How much?
15.
Okay, can I move real quick 5 feet up and start swinging at this thing?
Yeah, I'll let you take a swing at it.
Okay, then I'm going to do so. Well, my first one's a nat 1.
Give me
That dice is going away.
roll a d20 for me, please. I told you the fumble chart would be used tonight.
What's another 1? That dice is going away. I need to find some new dice.
So on that 8d8 you rolled, for the 43 points of damage, you rolled 3 8s and 2 7s.
Oh, dude. 2 7s. 3.
So,
It's not much.
as you don't really know what to think. You just get shocked with this hot cold, right? And you're confused, and you go to swing at this thing, and instead the end of your glaive hits your breastplate super hard, and it knocks the wind out of you. You gain 1 point of exhaustion. Would you like to make a second attack?
I actually would. Let me write down my 1 point of exhaustion.
Whew.
We're doing so well, guys.
Are we gonna roll initiative? Or are we still...
My next attack is a 15.
What is this thing's AC? Okay, so as you kind of kind of come at you, just come back across, and you just swing at this with your glaive, and it catches his chainmail, and you just hear it go like across the chains, but it doesn't pierce it. And
so, if I can, I'm gonna go over to Vinny and pour one of my regular healing potions down his throat and say, nope, 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 and I'm gonna kind of get him under the arm and start to pick him up as.
And Binks, as you're looking at Vinny on the ground, give me a wisdom save, please.
9.
Okay.
9. Does he take the healing?
Roll a 1d100 for me.
7.
Okay.
What are you doing to me?
As you look down and you go to grab your potion, and you see another of your party, your friends, fall. You can't move. You don't know what to do next. You stop. You don't get to apply the healing potion. And you're just like frozen, not knowing what to do.
So I imagine I have this internal dialogue that's going, come on, do it, just move, and he's just like, just staring at it, the analysis paralysis, just. But inside, it's like yelling, screaming at himself, give him the potion, you gotta move. My turn.
Okay, and Azaka is gonna run up and claw this thing. She's in the fight tonight, guys. I think you might need her.
It's not helping.
Could I use Lesser Restoration on Binks?
Post in the chat what that does for me. And she's gonna bite and claw. And with the bite, she catches her teeth in that chainmail and just like grabs at it but doesn't catch anything. But she comes across with that claw and just smashes, and he takes a big gouge right on the side of his face for 7 hit points. Okay, it's the rest. You touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blind, deafened, paralyzed. Yeah, you can. So as you kind of walk up, seeing Binks just stop mid-action, you kind of just touch him, and that divine energy from your hand just kind of comes across his head. Binks, you can move again.
Get him.
Yeah, I imagine like I feel this warmth kind of come up through me, and I'd probably like fall to my knees and then pour that into his mouth and just still saying, nope, you're not dying today.
Okay.
And is that 2d4 plus 4?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. 8 hit points coming back to Vinny, and he is up.
How many hit points are you at, Renault?
I'm at 15.
15? Okay.
Yep.
So being hit by you, the Oni is going to take a glaive attack, and it's going to sweep both you and Azaka.
What's the reach on the Oni?
10 feet. And so it kind of comes across trying to hit both of you. 14, I imagine, doesn't hit.
Nope.
Does that hit Azaka? I think she's 15. No, she's 12. So yeah, that does hit.
She is were-tiger form.
Yeah. So she takes 14 points of damage from this glaive, and it just catches her right in the arm, and you just see a chunk of muscle fall off. And then he disappears. Okay. We'll go back to the top of the order. We're not doing initiative yet, so...
Vinny is going to cast. What the hell does he have? Cure Wounds on himself at first level for 8 more. Well, that wasn't fun.
Welcome back, Vinny.
And Binks, did we take a short rest since the last time I used my second wind? I can't remember. We kind of fast traveled.
No, you didn't.
Okay. He is going to take his last regular healing potion of 2d4 plus 2. Or 7. I love that natural 1 in there.
91, baby.
What are we doing? He'll say to the party, what are we doing? We're getting our asses handed to us.
I don't know. I don't know. Where'd he go? And Azaka's kind of like rubbing her temples with her giant tiger paws.
I want to use my divine sense.
His healing potion real quick. And I got 7 back as well.
And I want to use my divine sense to see if I can figure out where this guy is.
Do you have that listed? Presence of strong evil registers. You smell noxious odors, as for sure.
So I would know the location then.
You get the feeling that it's directly north of you.
Directly north. And how far? Up to 60 feet is the range, so...
Where's 60 feet for you? It's about 45 feet.
Okay. So out of my movement range. So he's above us. He's just north of us. I'm getting the sense it's about 40 to 50 feet away from us in that range. Watch your fronts, I guess. But who knows if he'll move.
We gotta go. We gotta move. Standing here's not doing anything.
I'm not looking too sure, but we gotta finish this thing. He's made a mockery of us. This is ridiculous.
And Travis, as you guys are kind of talking and conferring with the party, that smell dissipates.
I'm not noticing him anymore. He's moved. And I'll say that kind of. I'm getting a little nervous, but not horribly nervous, I guess, if that makes sense.
Well,
okay.
What do we do? I mean, last time we fought him, I climbed in the tree. He found me up there. Kicking our butts right now. We can't see him. Running circles around us.
Well, I think if we're gonna fight this guy, at some point, I know branding smite. So if I can get an attack on this guy and hit him with a spell active, I can at least keep him from going invisible, and it'll do a little extra damage. So we can kind of keep some eyes on him and help improve our odds of getting at least an attack.
You got to get close to him to do that, right? Or is that?
I do. So it's a gamble until he shows up and he's within my attack range, but it's an option. At least it can help us gain some kind of edge on this guy, which we need. Otherwise, this guy can just keep shooting up right in front of us and then disappear before we can do anything about it.
Okay.
If we stand a chance, it's probably one of the only things we can do to really help us right now.
I have I think this green poison we got from our frog friends, I think that paralyzes them. Maybe I can put some of this on the tips of my arrow, and maybe Vinny, we can put some on yours too. And if we get a shot and we hit them, Might hold him in place for a little bit. Vinny will say, well, that's a right good idea. It might work. What the hell? So I'm going to take out that green vial, and I want to do as many arrows, get as many arrows as I can covered in that green poison. And I had written down that it causes can't walk. So I assume that means paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no idea what the save is or anything like that. But I want to do as many arrows as I can.
Are our torches still lit?
No, they
Okay.
went. They
I'm
went
gonna-
out with the cone of cold.
Okay, I'm gonna light up some new torches and toss them around,
So you just feel like,
and then try to get the old ones lit again if I can.
Yeah, Vinny will jump in and help.
so as you try and light the old ones, and you're using that tinderbox to kind of strike it, it doesn't catch. You would imagine that whatever the cone of cold did just kind of killed whatever, lighting agent was at the end of these torches.
About how many arrows can I get with that poison?
Roll a d6 plus 1.
Just give me just one. So I'll do fucking A. I'll do one of me, and Vinny, I got enough left. You can put on one of your bolts, and then Vinny will have one. So we each have one green poison tipped arrow.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and keep that in your inventory too, if you don't fire it tonight.
Yeah, I got kind of a running inventory for Vinny on the chat. I'll put it back in there.
Okay.
Was he only considered undead? I don't remember.
I think he's a giant.
I noticed he had a symbol on his token, but I couldn't quite
I think-
decipher.
The symbol on his token was the hunter's mark.
Okay.
The Oni is just a giant. Yep.
Just right. Okay.
So as of right now, it's quiet. It died down. You don't hear anything. You hear no mockery, no shaming. Nothing else.
Well, Vinny said, well, the way I see it, we stay up all night with our backs together. We hunt this son of a bitch, or we get moving to Kir Sabal. Either way, we're staying up all night.
How far away is Kir Sabal? Like, could we get there if we booked it, or is it out of our range?
You're about half a day away.
I say we get closer to Kir Sabal. Maybe somebody there can help us. We never know. There could be somebody who might. If Nefer's there, maybe he'd be willing to help fight.
Yeah, we're putting a lot of eggs in the Zephyr basket here. I hope he's everything he's cracked up to be.
I mean, we're putting a lot of eggs in a lot of baskets no matter what we do.
I say he's got us on our
Not
heels now.
strong-shelled.
We dig in now and we take this thing.
Renault, I don't see anything. He's messing with us.
I don't know about that. I just know he's made a fool of us, and we have to kill this thing.
Oh. Okay, well, if we sit
So-
here, what are we doing?
Yeah, so I'm gonna just kind of take a breath for a minute, kind of close my eyes, kind of recenter myself, so to speak. Gain my composure a little bit, and just say, you know what? Let's do this. We're here. We don't know what's gonna happen on the way to Kir Sabal. Let's take our chances here. Let's attack this guy. And if we have to sit here, like Vinny said, back to back in a circle or whatever, until this guy shows up again, let's do it.
All right. Well, let's get our torches put around in a nice perimeter. I don't think we should be too close together, because if he blasts that cold shit back at us, he gets all of us if we're close.
Conversely, if we're too far, he can pop up behind us, and I mean, he's got a big reach with that.
Well,
Those
scaling,
claws.
we call that the sweet spot. We got to find a sweet spot. And he's going to start, like, he'll place a torch, and then he'll go to the edge of the light, and he'll place another one, and he'll keep going.
Okay.
There's 5 of us. We do a circle big enough. I think that kind of help protect us, because at least we can have somebody who might be within range to hit him, while the rest of us on the outside aren't if he shows up in the middle. What do you think?
I think that's a good idea. Mechanically speaking, is this a short rest?
Are you guys resting or are you prepping?
Prepping. Well, let's hurry up and get prepped, and then we can kind of maybe take a short rest after that. But we got work to do if we're staying.
Yep.
I mean, I don't like running either, Renault, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like any plan works, so let's just we'll pick this one. So I guess we'll, at least Vinny and Binks will start placing torches around, and maybe, because I have 10 of them, I assume Vinny's got 10, and maybe we should do a couple like circles, like one radius in the center, and then kind of go out a little bit and do as much as we can.
Yeah, and I've got maybe 6 torches left besides the couple that I just lit, and I'll do the same. Help with that.
Okay.
Do we still have that pot that we can fill with whatever?
Oh yeah, who's got that? Does Vinny have that?
Filled with.
I think Vinny.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have. He doesn't have anything in his inventory, so I have no idea. What else? It can do like acid. What's that called? The alchemy jug?
Yeah, jug of alchemy.
Acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, water, salt water, and wine.
Okay, so wine.
Well, he doesn't have any immunities, so we can go. Well, he doesn't have. I should do this in Vinny's voice. Well, when I looked at that beastie's soul, he doesn't have any immunities or resistances, so maybe we make it acid. I got 8 ounces of acid. If we get close to him, pour it all over him.
That could work. But what if we, I mean, I was just thinking if we filled this up with like wine, maybe we could light that up and make a few extra torches further out. Because that cone knocked us out last time, so if we don't have these too close, we might lose them and lose our sight again.
I don't know what kind of wine this makes, but flammable wine? I don't know.
Like, I have a habit of overcomplicating things, so let's go with let's. I like your acid idea better, Vinny. That does us more good than my idea.
He'll hold it, and however I can't remember how you activate it, but he'll say acid.
Hold it up and say acid.
He's got it prepped.
Acid.
Okay, so I imagine we're all set up. I'd like you guys want to kind of get at our posts and take a short rest, kind of bandage up, and yeah.
Sorry, did you ask something?
What are
I
you
think
laughing
we've
at?
got to at this point.
Yeah. So we want to post up. I don't know where. I think Vinny and I would be relatively towards the center, being the ranged guys, and I don't know where everybody else wants to be.
I'll be in the kind of the center of the group.
Maybe make like a triangle with the 3 fighters. So like,
I think that's not a bad idea.
3 fighters at each of the points,
Okay.
and then the 2 ranged in the middle of the triangle.
Yeah, that works. I'll go down here.
Is a short rest an hour?
I usually do 15 minutes.
Okay.
So Vinny is gonna. So we're taking a short rest.
And yeah,
We're trying.
so while you guys get all of these torches in this giant circle, and then a second set in a circle around it, you guys kind of form this triangle, and you sit down for a little bit, take a little break. Whoever's staying lookout while you're breaking, go give me a perception check.
Oh, there we go.
How many hit dice could you roll for a short rest?
You can roll however many you want.
As many as your
Okay.
level.
Okay.
Vinny used all of his, and he's almost back up. Binks is gonna use his. Let me do my hit dice, and then I'll do what you asked. Fuck.
Some nice rolls.
So with the short rest, I get my second wind back. That's good. Oh yeah.
Do you get spell slots back with those?
I'm back to full.
No.
Not spell slots.
Okay.
There's one warlock feat that can give you spell slots or something.
Yeah, I
back
think they get all theirs back on a short rest,
I think they get a
but they only
couple.
have 2.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay. So what were you asking?
Whomever is the lookout, please give me a perception check. Or are you all looking out?
Well, I think we'd all be looking out, and
At least all
we
of
would
us
have
on
a
the
good
edge.
array of torches around us. So
So everybody give me a perception check.
9.
9.
God damn it.
15.
Binks,
I got a nat 20 on my first one. That's a 7 on my disadvantaged one.
I'll give you the nat 20 since you put up enough torches.
that's Vinny is the 19.
I'm disadvantaged from that point of exhaustion.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, thanks. Travis, were you laughing at my my response to?
Yes, sir.
You hit him on all fronts, see. So, Denny with a 19, your eyes are peeled. You feel like you got the Oni set in your crosshairs, He just didn't show up, though. He hasn't come back.
Well, sometimes that's how hunting goes. Sometimes you get the goose. Sometimes you don't. Is it so? How long were we kind of sitting there? I imagine we were posted up all night, trying to stay up through the night, right?
If you guys want to be. 15, 20 minutes went by without action, so that's how long your short rest was. If you guys want to stay for the entire night.
Well, what are we doing, boys?
This thing likes to play games with us.
All's quiet.
If it likes to play games with us, what would it do?
Well,
What
dude.
would it do?
It would set up shop further down the road. That's all it could have done.
Would have set up shop further back. We probably just bought our freaking items from that guy.
Was the old hermit the Oni?
No. He wouldn't
Well,
arm you to help kill him.
I hate to say this, but do we want to kind of take a sleep right here where we're at? We got the perimeter set up. I'll stay up.
I'll stay up with you.
Victor,
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I only need 4 hours. I think it'd be best if you. We're gonna need you if he comes back. I don't want to be at too much of a disadvantage if he comes back.
You make a good point, but I mean, I'm not doing too poorly at the moment. I'm only down with a little bit of health, so I don't want you up here alone, Binks. Not right now.
Well,
Maybe we can split it with somebody else, and somebody else can stay guard with you. But I don't want you awake alone while the rest of us sleep. It's too risky for you and us.
all right, well, I'll take the first two.
I'll sit with him.
Meta question: does Vinny have any more Cordon of Arrow spell slots?
He has one more.
I mean, we could set that up shop while we sleep that way, because I think it lasts 8 hours. And then he would just come back with full spell slots.
Until the spell ends. It does not. Does it say how long it lasts?
Yeah, it's got a duration of 8 hours.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so he'll, in that 30-foot square, creating a 30-foot square, he'll cast Cordon of Arrows.
Okay.
So
You want to put them on the map?
if that son bitch comes through here, he's gonna have to set these off. Somewhere there. Good. That might help. But I'll take the first nap. Getting knocked out earlier took a lot out of me.
Yeah, you need it. So good. Rest well, sir.
So who's staying up?
So Binks is,
I
and
am.
I think Victon was going to stay up with me.
Yep.
Okay.
You are correct.
First nap, give me perception check.
13. Ah, I rolled like shit.
Both of us?
Yeah.
17.
So one of you is looking one way, one's looking the other. About 15 minutes go by from when you guys decide to take a nap, and you hear one of the arrows. It doesn't go pop like it did before, but you see it fall down.
Which one?
The top right. So normally I would imagine him sticking straight up, right? And then there's magic when he coming 30 feet of it, it goes pop and kind of does a quick explosion, and you make a dex save. This one, you hear the arrow go and fall over rather than pop.
So I'm imagining that I am probably covering and looking more towards like the southeast, and Binks should be looking more like north or west, and you'd be looking more like northeast. What do you think? If anybody would have seen it by that, I would think you'd have seen it.
I think once you heard the sound, you could have turned and seen it because you put all the torches up.
Okay, so we would have heard it too. Okay. Then never mind. So I'll look back and.
So it just fell over?
No, it got hit and broke and fell over.
So meaning it was triggered.
No.
So do we see that it's broken from where we're standing? Or do we just see that it's on the ground?
You see that you see the arrow tipped over. You can't see what broke it.
Say leave it. Don't.
Yeah, we'll keep an extra eye out over there.
I'm
But
not
I
moving
don't
until
want
I
to leave
see
this
it.
position.
Yeah.
I figure that's what it wants. No
Yeah.
way.
Alright.
Should we wake somebody? Probably not.
So is that two watches over?
It's
That was
15,
15
15 minutes
minutes
into your first watch.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah,
we're
People
yeah.
have to sleep for a while.
Yeah, let's let them
Let
sleep.
them sleep.
Okay. Another 5 minutes goes past. The bottom right pops.
Motherfucker. This thing's all around us.
Pops like went off attacked. Would Vinny and I have woken up from the sound of that? I imagine like we're both fitful sleeping.
Yeah, if we're only like 20 minutes in,
That's not quite enough for REM sleep.
Yeah, you would wake up probably.
Okay, at least Renault will startle up, grab his glaive, and just do that little half-assed swing. Is it back?
well,
Something's back. We don't know what. Something's here.
Okay.
then Vinny will say, "Well, fuck this. We ain't getting sleep tonight. I'm sitting up." So he gets ready, gets his crossbow out.
Yeah, Renault will do the same.
Okay.
So,
So is
And
everybody staying up?
yep.
Yep.
We might as well just all stay awake if he's gonna sit here and screw with us.
Okay.
This is where nothing happens because everybody's awake now because the
So as everybody's awake, an hour goes by, and nothing happens. 2 hours goes by. 3, 4. Is everybody still up?
I'll say just from his point of exhaustion, Renault will like do the nodding off thing unless someone rouses him.
At this point, would anybody have gained a level of or point of exhaustion because of how long we've been up?
Are you all staying up at 4 hours?
Yep.
Because everybody but Binks needs 6 hours.
I was gonna say I was just trying to figure out like if what I'm trying to do. If I have had an exhaustion, I'd be acting a little more tired by now. So,
Okay.
yeah, I mean I have been up this whole time so far.
Okay. 5 hours. Renault, are you asleep?
If we can, I'll say Renault at like 2 hours, just nodded off unless someone poked him and woke him up, just from the point of exhaustion.
At 2 hours, when Renault nods off,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
the bottom left pops.
Son of a bitch.
Seeing Renault not react, I'm gonna grab a handful of dirt and kind of throw it at him. Hey.
No, I'm awake.
Yeah.
Did he
Okay.
do it again?
Yep.
Another one went off.
Okay.
You doing okay?
3 hours goes by. So you're total 3 hours. We retconned a little bit. 4 hours. You know,
So like-
Renault's kind of like, you know, he just
Come
kind
on,
of
buddy.
stays down. Top left pops.
I don't see him.
5 hours. 6 hours.
Shit, that's all 4 of them, right?
At this point, you all get another point of exhaustion. Sun starts to rise. You made it through the night. Renault, that would be a due for you.
There's 1 for me.
And now
What's this?
speed is halved. Halved. It's halved.
Dude, you can add the exhaustion level. That's awesome. Anyway.
So, as the sun rises, Azaka's gonna be like, I don't think it's gonna happen, guys. He's tormenting us. Let's move. Get out of here. And you can see she's like stiff and like trying to flex and work out all the tightness in her muscles.
If we're half day out from Kir Sabal, we can get there
This goes fast as we can.
with sun still in the sky.
Is that a full day with me, though?
It's a full day with Renault.
Fuck you, Renault. We're leaving you behind.
Yeah, I know. Renault. Okay, so
Rip.
I assume that the party won't leave me behind, but once it's
Question mark?
yeah.
Come on, guys.
I mean, Vinny's probably all for it, but once it's clear Renault's slowing the party down, he will be like, "No, if this thing comes after me, I'll take it. You guys go on."
No, Renault, I told you you can't die.
Well, Renault, if you want to move it from a mechanic perspective, if you want to move it double your speed, you can
Take a third point,
take a third point of exhaustion if you'd like.
because that's where it starts affecting attacks, doesn't it?
Yep.
I mean, I'll ask
have-
you guys out of character meta. I mean, is it worth taking the third point to potentially get there by half day?
Binks was, we got a half day and normal speed, so we get there at dinner time instead of lunch. We'll move as fast as we're only as fast as our slowest person.
It also puts us out here longer for that thing to get us if we take longer to get there. I still say you guys leave me behind. I'll be able to fend for myself. I can take this thing.
I'll hobble there, guys.
Yeah.
We should all move. Maybe one or two of us goes and tries to get ahead, and maybe there's something at Kir Sabal. Maybe they can find a wagon or something. Put you in. But I think we all need to keep moving, and we're not leaving you alone behind here.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Let's just get moving. We can stand here and talk, but we're not moving.
Yes. Yeah, let's get going. We'll go as fast as you can, but don't overexert yourself there, Renault. We got you covered. And we'll figure this out.
Okay. So you guys set out. Speed is slow, and as you guys get about a half day's march, you see this plateau, 600, 700 feet tall.
The Great Plateau.
You guys move another couple hours, so it's like 3-4, and now you've made it. Oh god, I'm high. My camera died. You guys made it to the base of Kir Sabal, and as you look up, you can see nestled in the rocks up to this plateau is several small buildings and ramps.
Is there any people? Do we see anybody, or is it?
You don't see foot traffic, but give me a perception check.
Oh, do I see air traffic? Perception.
Yeah, so you do see air traffic. Every couple minutes, you see just this giant Aarakocra coming hot, land on one of those platforms, and then you'll see some take off.
Now, is the bottom platform, is that like ground level, like we could get on there and...
That's 500 feet up, buddy.
Oh, shit. So, we're at the base of this plateau. 500 feet up is the start of these ramps, and...
So the ramps go all the way up, but the base of what you see in that picture is about 500 feet up.
But
there is a way for us to start up.
Yeah, there's a clear ramp
Okay.
to start up.
It's just a good distance away. Okay.
And so that's just another handout you guys can look at if you want to see pretty birds.
Are we looking at a fairly steep walk up, or would you say it's
Judging
something
from
that
where
Renault would be able to get up?
something that Renault would be able to get up. Might have some struggles.
Mm-hmm.
Judging where you're at, it's about 500 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy walk, but you can get there.
Okay.
Oh, great. Going up again. Azaka, you remember that time on the Firefinger?
Where I didn't fall out. That was
That was you.
That was the silver-haired character that fell.
I thought she fell too.
What? It was a he.
No, I thought Azaka fell as well.
You can tell she's kind of like playing like. No, that wasn't me.
Whatever. Bad
talking
joke.
about.
Is now the time, Binks?
No, it's not. Well, it's Tom. Vinny will say, well, we made it. Keep going.
Okay. Who's leading the way? Walking order, please.
I'll go first.
Okay.
If nobody objects.
Renault will still take the rear.
I bet you
Yeah,
will take the
Is
rear.
that mask still on?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And if anyone reminds me, because he'll probably forget, he'll put the hood up. But otherwise, he's too exhausted to recall it.
Okay. So,
I'll tell you.
Should we leave Renault back there alone? And he might need some help if he trips or something.
I think it'll be all right. These are just like gradual inclines, right? It's not like
the lower parts are gradual inclines. It kind of shifts, like it's very handmade. It's not like super peaked mountain. But it's gonna be a climb.
Okay.
Okay. So Victon, as you guys kind of trek up here, the wood planks that you're walking on aren't terribly deteriorated. There's a few that may be missing a board, that may be broken in half. Some that are in definite need of repair. But you're about 200 feet up. Give me...
Where the hell am I?
Give me a strength check.
Strength. 23.
So as Victon, as you get to this gap, you're able to just quickly just jump across it. So it's enough that you have to jump. Everybody down the line, strength check.
I don't want to be that guy, but we have a point of exhaustion.
Disadvantage.
Oh, shit.
Shit. Good point. 6.
Shit. Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's good. Do it the right way. I try to jump
Oh my god.
and I just fall flat on my nose.
As your body is tired, your bones are hurting, your muscles are aching. You just go to jump this and you just think you're gonna catch it, miss it, hit your head on the wood, and roll 3d6 for me, please.
3d6.
I don't want to be that guy.
Sorry.
Fucking hell.
So as you hit your head, you fall down to the... Luckily, there's a platform pretty close to you, and you just fall straight on your back. And you take
How far down is all of that?
6 points of damage. It's about 30 feet from where you're at. Luckily, it was kind of like at the armpit of a switchback.
Okay.
Who's next?
So 6 points of damage applied.
Oh, I don't want to be that guy, but do we want to just make camp at the base of this? We're all tired, and I mean, if we're gonna have to be jumping,
So as I'm kind of laying there, my eyes are kind of starting to close a little bit.
Victor's like, fuck it, I'm sleeping right here.
just fading away.
I'm not trying to, but oh god, I'm so tired. I'll kind of say, hopefully loud enough for people to hear, but I'm so tired, I don't know. Can you hear me?
Are we? What do we want to do?
Anybody? So, and who do any of us still have that ability that lets us like yell and be heard far away?
I don't think my druid craft would. That's pushing the limits.
Is it?
Yeah.
Low show.
What do? I don't know.
I think we need to try and keep going. We are
Alright.
right here. We are awfully exposed on this path, and if any of us get into a fight with this guy, this thing, and we fall, it's not going to look good for us.
Okay, we'll keep going.
I'll strugglingly open up my eyes back up and try and get up.
Okay. So as you kind of like think about this, you really think hard, is it worth it to get up? And you pull yourself up. Binks, you're next, yes?
Yep.
Give me that strength check.
Not athletics, just strength.
Can you use your rope, Binks, to help? Maybe attach it to a bolt, try and shoot it across or something?
If I make it across, I'll find something to tie it onto. It's a 3.
Oh my god.
Not a 1. Not a 1, but a 3.
So, as you try to jump, seeing Victon fall, you quickly grab the sides, and you are just holding on. Every muscle is aching. Everything is burning. Your fingers are hurting from just holding onto the side of this cliff. You slowly work your way back up onto the platform. You take a second point of exhaustion.
That's no. Guys.
Azaka will go.
This is harder than it looks.
12 and a 4 for Azaka. She falls, and
Oh yeah, good. Exhaustion.
she falls directly behind Travis and face first. 12 points of damage, and she's like, this is a bad idea.
Thank you for not landing on me.
Am I right when you take a long rest with exhaustion, you only remove 1 point per long rest?
I think you remove both. Let me double check.
I can't remember.
Conditions. Some special abilities. If already exhausted, creature suffers. After an effect that removes exhaustion, reduces its level as specified. Finishing a long rest reduces a creature's exhaustion by 1 level.
Yeah.
So Binks
I have 2, and Renault has 2.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we should go back down and rest.
To be fair, the DC is not very high on this.
Well, 0 out of 3. I've made it. So.
Oh my god. I guess it is kind of high.
So, I would hate to get all the way here and fall to our death because we're tired. We made it here. There's people flying around. If the attack happens here, we'll think of something to get their attention, and hopefully they come and help us.
Okay.
Vinny, do you want to try, or do you want to take a rest?
I'm not gonna. I think Vinny is
too fat.
No, Vinny wants a rest.
Okay. So if we're all gonna rest, this is where we'll call it for tonight. And we'll pick up Kir Sabal next time.
Yeah, I'd hate to.
I was so tempted to say I want to climb back up and try one more time.
Do it. Go ahead.
Oh, I did.
You.
So I'm going to climb back up, and is Binks in a position to be able to hand me his rope, so in case I do get across?
I didn't make it across.
That's why.
It's about a 15-foot gap, so it's a good size leap that you're gonna have to make.
Yep.
So you can.
Yeah. So I'm gonna climb back up, give it another shot. This time with the rope from Binks or Vinny, so if I can stab it in, I will. That was a strength, right? Nope.
What do you want? Do you want to fall? Or do you want to try and catch yourself?
I want to try and catch myself.
Okay. So
try it.
How far up are we, real quick?
You're about 200 feet.
Oh, okay.
Well, but you're luckily you fall directly into the switchback below you, is what Azaka and Travis both did. So as you go to jump again with the 11, you make it a little over halfway. And you're like, I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to do it. You just run, sprint, jump. Oh shit, I ain't going to make it. I'm not going to make it. But you catch the very tip of the wood on the other side. And you're like, ugh, and you're slowly pulling yourself up again, muscles burning. You pull yourself up, you get another point of exhaustion.
Worth it.
And you're on the other side. You're on the other side.
Sweet. So I'm going to take that rope and I'm going to... What are we standing on? It's like dirt. There's more rock. Like
it's like
I guess what I'm saying.
It's a
wooden, like a dagger or something to stick in.
Yeah, it's a wooden platform that is man-made. Well, made.
So
that is jutted out from the rocks.
Okay, so I'd like to tie the rope off and just kind of toss it over. So maybe because with that platform down. Maybe they can use it to being a 50-foot rope. I'm imagining they could climb down and then kind of pull themselves up on the other side. Kind of a rappel kind of thing. Maybe. I don't know if that would work, but that's what I'm imagining.
Yeah, we'll give you that. So you guys, you are able to get the party across. You fashion kind of almost like a rope bridge. And whether you guys crawl across on the rope or stand or, overhead, however you want to do it, you make it slowly. All 5 of you are on the other side now.
Excellent.
Do you want to continue or would you like to stop here?
Well, I want to continue. I know it's late, though.
I'm good.
I can concede to whatever you guys want.
I mean, you're the latest one.
I know
Well,
Renault's got a...
We got 3 of us with a limp. What happens when we come across another one of these gaps?
We can rest if we do.
All right.
Okay.
But
so as you guys push on, seeing these gaps, give me a wisdom.
all of us are just...
Person in the front.
That was
Wisdom
me
check.
earlier. Wisdom check. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
That is
So-
a wisdom
Taking
check,
a nap.
not a throw. Saving throw.
Yeah, just a wisdom check.
Yep,
So
that's-
Travis, as you're walking and you're kind of tired and just barely staying awake, you miss the rotted out board and you just fall face first into the one in front of you. And your foot goes all the way through up to like your crotch.
What the hell?
And you
man?
take 13 points of damage.
I can take that.
As it just like the wood splinters and just cuts your entire leg. So it just like as it goes through, it just gashes from where it started all the way up into the middle of your thigh.
Yeah. So I'll just yell
Binks, you look like
to
you're
try and
having
pull
fun.
myself back up.
What's
Maybe
that?
yell for Bink to help me pull me back up.
I was gonna say you look like you're having fun.
I told you we should have taken a nap. Now you've done and hurt yourself. So what do...
This isn't the time for I told you so's.
You sound like my mom.
Let's keep moving.
All right, we'll keep going. I think it's dangerous for us to get higher and higher as we get more tired.
You're about 350 right now. So from where you're standing, you think you got about 150 feet left.
Well, we're over halfway, I guess.
I mean, do you think your druid thing would get some attention from any of them at this point? At this distance?
I don't think so. I imagine, is there any like wind or anything?
It's pretty loud up here. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
like.
And are we getting closer to air traffic? Like, what's?
You're about 150 feet from air traffic. You can see it.
Are they checking us out at all, or?
They notice you, but they're not stopping.
I'll try. I'll kind of cut my hands around my mouth and yell out, "We're looking for Zephyr
Nefer.
or Nefer. Nefer. Sorry."
Take that Z, turn it on the side.
Try to get wave my hands, try to get one of their attention, and yell out, "We're looking for Nefer." Any of them?
Travis, what are you doing?
I'm
He's
just holding
like,
my hand down.
He's in a
I'm
moment.
just spinning a fidget spinner and moving my hand around.
You see some of them stop and kind of,
Laugh.
perch on the top, and then they kind of head back in. You don't know if they heard you. You can't tell. They probably saw you waving your arms, but maybe they're going to get Nefer. Maybe they just don't care. You can't tell from down here.
Well, I tried.
I may have missed it. Did we notice that they seemed to look towards us and they noticed our existence?
They stop. So you see them looking down as they fly overhead. So they see you, but they stopped when Binks yelled and kind of looked down over the cliff. And then they kind of walked away. You don't know if they picked up what Binks was saying and are going to get an effort, or they don't care, or what. You just can't get any kind of feeling that way.
Yeah. So I'll say, it seemed like they heard us. Maybe they're gonna go get somebody. This is probably a good time to not push ourselves and see if they can. Maybe they're gonna go get Nefer or somebody and bring them down here. They know we're here at this point. They know that we know their name if they heard you. Maybe this is a great place to rest for at least a little while. Give them a chance to come to us. What are you guys thinking?
What? Yeah, let's take 15 minutes, see what happens.
Good idea.
And at that point, we'll end tonight.
Okay. And I don't want to know what's next. Because that Oni is probably right above us.